Hello, and Twitter friends, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All that information is down below. And for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. We have another free 5-minute mini readings tonight. For those of you who are watching this after the live stream, hold on one second. Let's make sure you guys can. Oh, here we go. For those of you who are watching after the live stream and you would like to take part in the free mini readings, well, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts, and that will inform you and let you know when I am doing a free channel mini reading, which I do only for my subscribers. Okay. Don't forget, intuitive friends, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are liking these videos, that you're liking, that you like the free messages here. And for today, for those of you that are watching me live, I'm only taking the first 8 subscribers. Okay, the first 8 subscribers. For those of you who've already had a reading December 19th, December 20th, December 21st, or December 26th, then you will not be able to join today's reading. Of course, I do have the list next to me, so all I need to do is double check. If you forgot, it's fine. We could always check to see. If not, no worries. Those of you who did already receive a reading, you will receive another free mini reading if you're interested on the week of January 1st. 2026. That's when I'm going to open a brand new list. So between now and the first, I will be channeling messages here for all of you. That being said, thank you so much, intuitive friends. Thank you for joining again. I'm taking the first 8 subscribers. I'll take a 9th if you are part of the membership tiers, whichever one, tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, and you haven't received a free reading yet, then I will squeeze you in as number 9, number 10, number 11, depending how many of you show up. But all in all, intuitive friends, I see just by the number, I haven't seen actually who's here, but I see 7 people here joining. So let's see, 7 thumbs up. Come on, intuitive friends, show me that you are interested in these free channeled readings so that I can continue to do them for you throughout the new year. So today, remember, intuitive friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, I am not taking personal questions. Okay, so this is not a personal reading question. If you want personal reading questions or personal readings answering your questions, all you need to do is join me during the super chat lives. Okay, so I have 2 different types of super chat live. One super chat live is about the tea, spilling the tea, giving you any information that's coming through in regards to a specific question that I post. And then the second super chat live is you ask and I answer. Now, those super chat lives are not free. But if you are wanting to participate in those super chat lives, then there is obviously a fee connected to those specific readings. This one, though, is a free 5-minute reading. And the only question that I'm going to be channeling here, intuitive friends, is the following question, or the topic is what you're saying goodbye to from 2025 and what you're saying hello to in regards to the energy. So goodbye, old me of 2025, and hello, new potential me of 2026. So I'll be doing that for you. Now, if you would like to have more than just 5 minutes in your reading, then all you need to do is drop a super sticker or a super chat. It's still going to be the same topic, what you're saying goodbye to and what you're saying hello to in regards to the new year, but it will give you more information. Now, if you are doing a super sticker or a super chat, just letting you know that there is a chance, okay, probability that you may actually end up getting a mediumistic reading if there is a loved one who wants to come through and give messages to you, because I'm also a medium. So for those of you who already know and are part of my channel, you know how, loved ones love to pop in sometimes. And if that happens, if that is the case, I'll give you that message as well in regards to whatever's coming through. Okay, so just be aware. For those of you who are doing super stickers or super chats, there may be a possibility of that message coming through for you from a loved one. If not, no worries, you still get more messages here connected to your reading. Okay, that being said, let me see who is here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, intuitive friends, we have Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Lisa, I want to say that I did give you a reading. If you missed your reading, just go back to the December 26th reading that I did, okay? So go back and take a look at that December 26th reading because I definitely, your message is there, okay? So, Lisa, thank you so much for stopping by. Sasha Sullivan, welcome. Come on down. You are number one here on the list. So let me write. Sasha, I haven't seen you in a long time. Long time no see. Sasha Sullivan, welcome back. 4960. All right, you are at number one. At number two, we have Shatira. Shatira, I know I've been seeing you, but every time you come on, it's like past the time that I'm accepting. The list has closed already. So no worries, Shatira. Guess what? You have a spot here today. Okay. So thank you so much for stopping by. So Shatira, welcome back. Okay, Shatira. All right, Shatira RN, welcome back. Marissa Smith. Hello, Marissa. Marissa, I don't think I have you here in other here at all, but let's see. Let's just make sure. Yeah, no, you're not. Okay, hi, Marissa. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, Marissa Smith. Welcome, Marissa Smith, 7968. Welcome. You are at number three. At number four, we have Debbie Cox. Hello, Debbie. And Debbie, of course, you were here on December 21st. I have you here on the list, but thank you so much, Debbie, for stopping by and saying hi. Hello, Jock Calisthenics. Welcome to the live. My friend, you had a reading on December 21st. So take a look at that December 21st reading or live that I did. Your reading is there, as well as Debbie Cox. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Healing Hearts. Welcome, Healing Hearts. Healing Hearts, I am adding you, and you are at number four, Healing Hearts 77. Thank you so much for being here. Chelsea Daly. Hello, Chelsea Daly. Welcome. Of course, I will be adding you to the list. I know I haven't given you a reading yet. Hello, Chelsea Daly. Chelsea Daly, 6714. You are at number five. Welcome. Anastasia PT2. Anastasia PT2. Let's see. Anastasia PT2. I want to say, I think you're new to my channel. I don't think I have you here. Yeah, I don't have you here as a reading that I've done yet. So Anastasia, welcome. I will be adding you to the reading. Anastasia PT2. Welcome. All right. Thank you so much, Healing Heart 77, for giving that message. Like by giving a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. Remember, this is a free general question, and the general topic is what you're saying goodbye to and what you're saying hello to in regards to the new year. Oh, I have a spot away that reading. Yes, you have to take a look at that reading, Lisa, because it's definitely on that December 21st. Wait. Hold on, Lisa. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you did. You gave that spot away. You are correct. I do remember that. Yeah, for sure. Because that's when I did the reordering. You are correct. So, Lisa, I'm adding you. No, it's okay, Lisa. Lisa, if you're here, give me a thumbs up. Yes, I remember now for sure. Yeah, because that's when I had to do the. Lisa, don't go anywhere. You're at number 7, my dear. Okay, no worries. At number 8, let's see who's here. So Marissa Smith, we got Lisa, we got Sullivan, we got Shatira. I added Lisa to the list. Karen. Hello, Karen. Welcome, Karen. You are the last and final person on the list. Karen C123. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Intuitive friends, the list is now closed. The list is now closed. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, intuitive friends, because I will be doing your readings in a moment. Let me just close the list for those of you who are getting in. Hello. Yeah, thanks. Okay, you're very welcome. All right, intuitive friends. The list is closed and we're going to start the readings shortly. Let me review the following important information. Remember, intuitive friends, give me a thumbs up. If you are if you didn't have an opportunity to get on this list tonight, listen carefully. No worries. Don't worry about it because you could come back tomorrow and I'm going to be doing free readings until December 31st. So you have time, okay, to come back and get a free reading. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, in order to get a free reading, you need to be part of my Lexa Tarot channel. So if you've subscribed to the channel, remain subscribed to the channel. I know a lot of you are tempted to subscribe, get a free reading, and then unsubscribe tomorrow morning. But once you get a reading here, you'll see, what comes through and what the vibe is here. For those of you who are still interested and didn't have an opportunity to get on the list, just don't worry. Come back throughout the week. Just remain subscribed. But here's the secret. Turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to this channel. So the next time I come back on and do a live reading, you are going to be notified and then you can hurry up and get on the chat. Okay, on the chat list, because that's where I get everyone's name and put it on the list. Okay, sometimes I take 5 people, sometimes I take 10, sometimes I take 20, sometimes I take 15. It all depends. Okay, but because I've been doing the same topic for a while, chances are there's going to be more opportunities, especially for those of you who are new to get readings, and then for those of you who are current subscribers who haven't had an opportunity, you're going to be able to get on that list a lot quicker. Okay, so no worries about that. That being said, let's review the important and following guidelines. Number 1, please remember, intuitive friends, that this is a live reading for my YouTube subscribers. It is a mini reading. That means it is going to be quick 5-minute reading, and I'm going to call the next person up. So the next person, make sure you're around because it's going to go quick. Now, for those of you who would like to add more information and more time to your reading, then all you need to do is add or drop a super sticker or a super chat. And that's going to get you not only extra time, but it's also going to get you extra details connected to your reading. Please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And the only one topic or question that I'm going to be focusing on is what you're saying goodbye to potentially in 2025 and what you're saying hello to the new you and potentially here for the new year of 2026. Okay. If you're interested in getting to know more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box or take a look in the chat. My links are there. Okay. Now, if you have a personal question to ask, then join my super chat lives. You ask and I answer. Those are open-ended questions that you can ask me, and then of course we could get through to the nitty-gritty. I also have another super chat live that's focuses on spilling the tea. What's going on with, and then you fill in the with, whether it's a person, an area of your life, or whatever that may be. That's also another super chat that if you are interested in participating, those are the two that you would want to look out for. Okay. Now, those are not free, but if you would like to take part in it, just make sure that you turn on your notification and your notification bell and all alerts. Please read the legal disclaimer. Of course, I will be reading the legal disclaimer first, but it is there in the description box as well as in the chat. So take a look at that. And I will call you in the order that you've appeared in the chat, which is the order that I placed you here. The only one that may be out of order is Lisa. But Lisa is still on the list. You're at number 7. Okay, Lisa? Because I forgot. Lisa had given up her spot the last time. That being said, intuitive friends, remember that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. Okay. So, what you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and of course, your free will. That being said, let's take a look at the legal disclaimer. Intuitive friends, the legal disclaimer is as follows. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. And please remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. If you received a reading on 12/19, 12/20, 12/21, or 12/26, you're not going to be added to this list, and the new list will start on the week of January 1st, 2026. First, A subscribers, I wrote you guys down, intuitive friends, and of course, after the 8th, the list is closed. The only way that I'll open the list and add someone else is if you are in my membership tiers, whether that's tier number 1, tier number 2, or tier number 3. Then I'll squeeze you in. If you haven't gotten a message yet already, I'll squeeze you in after the first 8 people here. Okay. That being said, intuitive friends, just give me 5, not even 5, maybe like 2-3 minutes here, and I'm gonna jump on and start with Sasha Sullivan. Okay. After Sasha Sullivan, we have Shatira at number 2. At number 3, we have Marissa Smith, 7968. At number 4, we have Healing Heart 77. At number 5, we have Chelsea Daly 6714. At number 6, we have Anastasia PT2. At number 7, we have Lisa IS3ZI. And at number 8, we have Karen C123. Intuitive friends, I'll be back shortly, and then we're going to jump in and start with Sasha Sullivan. All right, intuitive friends, let us start the reading with Sasha. Sasha Sullivan, come on down and let's get ready. All right, give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This decided to go sideways. All right, hello, hello. Welcome, Sasha Sullivan. Thank you for joining. After Sasha, we have Shatira RN. Okay, Shatira, so don't go anywhere. But Sasha, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. All right, Sasha, let's see what's coming through for you. What you're saying potentially goodbye to here in 2025. Now, maybe you've been already working on the following, but this is going to give a little bit more insight here. Oh, wait, there's a deck that I don't have here that I should have here. And that's the advice. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, this one. All right, now the set is complete. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's see what's coming through for you. What you may be potentially saying goodbye to in 2025. Remember, we only have a couple more days left here of the calendar year of 2025. Let's see what you may be potentially saying goodbye to. And then we're going to see what you're going to be saying hello to the new you and to the new year. Saying goodbye to, here it says, turning pain into purpose. Your struggles can become the foundation of your greatest strength. It looks like 2025 has been here potentially quite, the roller coaster ride. Okay, there may have been a lot of things that you may have been going through. Okay, grievance, loss, tears, okay, heartbreak, situations, circumstances, events that may have been trying here, that have been trying times, challenging times, okay, feeling like I don't know, how I'm going to move past the situation, circumstance, or event. Now, turning pain into purpose is talking about you saying goodbye to those moments, right? To those things that may have been challenging, and say goodbye in a way that you will turn, or you have been turning, those tough times into understanding why they may have happened. The reflection part of this, thinking about, okay, yes, that may have happened, but how can I ensure that it doesn't happen again? Or what lesson did that specific situation, circumstance, or event have in store? What did I learn from it? Okay. How can I apply that next time? Because it's easy to blame other people in regards to certain things, but we also need to take into account and hold our own selves accountable by saying, well, yes, that happened, but what was it about my actions, or what was it about something here that I needed, that I allowed that person or that situation to get the best of me in whatever that may be? So this here is talking about you turning those difficult moments, those moments of wounding, trauma, breakup, separation, divorce, grieving, loss, and turning it into a sense of purpose, allowing those moments to help carve, okay, a new path for you. So very, very interesting here. Intuitive friends, please know that the list is closed. If you didn't get into this list, remember, come back tomorrow, okay? And I will be doing more readings the rest of the week, okay? All the way till December 31st. So don't forget here to stop by. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts. That's gonna let you know quickly when I am doing a live reading. So Sasha, let's take a look here. It's funny because I'm being called to take this one next, but okay, we will do that. All right, let's see here what you may be saying hello or goodbye to here in regards to this energy. Gift. I offer something from the heart, an unexpected blessing to brighten your path. Okay. This new potentially new you for the new year. There may be some opportunities or an opportunity. Could be one or it could be a couple, could be a few, it all depends. But there's some sense here of you receiving something in return. Okay, receiving something because of the work that you've been doing in trying to take the pain that you've endured in 2025 and turning it around into some type of purpose, trying to move past those challenges. This could be something as simple as, well, not simple, maybe it's taken some time and hard work, but simple in the sense that you may be reaping the rewards that you have put in. You may be reaping the rewards of this, the pain, the self-care, the self-reflection, the shifts, the new things that you're going to do differently. That you may have promised yourself, I will never place myself in this position, or you know what, if I'm ever in this position, I will need to make sure that I don't get back into a position like this. So I'm going to do this, and this. I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? So this is like course correcting. That course correcting here may give you an opportunity to gain something valuable, whether the gift are lessons that you've learned that you are going to apply in the new year, or whether this gift may be an opportunity, whether that is tangible or intangible here. Okay. So there may be a gift here due to all the stuff that you've been enduring. Now, what's interesting is that I'm also getting here that this pain could also be things that were done, or that you may have, been in, where you may have felt it was super unfair. So whatever that situation, circumstance, event may have been, whatever was unfair or if you were unfairly treated in 2025, there's a spin that's coming in your direction. And the spin here may be, again, people have to pay the piper, okay? The karma, the consequences of their unfairness towards you, but also the gift of you starting something new is how this is coming through also. So giving you the opportunity here to shift into a different direction. I do feel divine justice at play here, so I wouldn't be surprised if that comes through the rest of the reading. But let's keep going here and see what else is coming through. Yeah, the one who thrives, exactly what I just said. You've gone through a lot. Whatever this is, you've gone through it in 2025. It says the one who thrives. So this new you potentially here for the new year, I'm so sorry, but there we go. My light is just wanting to act the part here right now. Okay, so this new you in 2026 is you flourishing, becoming someone different, applying those those lessons, those things that you learned, allowing yourself to connect the dots and take accountability for what may have been part of. So sorry, hold on one second, I'm trying to get more lighting here because it seems like super duper dark. So sorry. There we go. That should be a little bit better there. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. Well, we're just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so the person who thrives, you're gonna flourish, you're gonna prosper, you're gonna blossom. So this new you is unfolding in a way that's very positive. Okay, you're turning a new leaf. I do see here butterflies. I also see the number 3. So the number 3 could be sign, symbol, synchronicities here in the new year that you may be seeing here. Okay. So the number 3 or multiples of 3. So it could be 3, 6, or 9. So this new you in the potentially new you in the new year is all about you flourishing and blossoming. Okay. So turning over a new leaf. You're coming out of the cocoon phase is how this is coming across. And so the new you potentially here for the new year of 2026 is you spreading your wings. Okay. So again, new opportunity, new gift, the gift of a new start or a new cycle or a new beginning. Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through for you. Shatira, you are up next. So come on down, Shatira. All right, Sasha, look at that. Talk about sign symbol synchronicities. I told you about that number 3. I just mentioned it here. Validation confirmation. Okay, the 3 butterflies. I told you you're going to see sign symbol synchronicities here connected to the number 3 or multiples of 3. And sure enough, you have 333. Okay, 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So there you go. 9, you flip it over, you have the number 6. Validation confirmation on what I was getting here. So you may be seeing 3s, 6s, or 9s here connected to sign symbol synchronicities. 3s are all about teamwork. So this is maybe your heart, mind, and soul all working together. Your heart, your heart, your soul, and your higher consciousness or your higher self. This could also be 3D support, your friends, family, loved ones, as well as your ethereal support as well. Okay, the universe, your guardian angel, your religious faith, your religious belief, or your spiritual beliefs. Again, you're going to get here support along the way during this new year. Okay. All right, you have here expansion, inspiration, confidence. That's the energy here potentially that the new you is going to be focusing on. Connection, purpose, mastery. I talked about that. I talked about you learning what you need to learn to close the chapters in 2025 so you could take those lessons and apply them here during the new year. It's the one who thrives, the one that makes what I would say like a dollar out of 15 cents type of energy. Okay. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. It says focus inward. Remember, I was talking about that cocoon phase when the caterpillar is in a cocoon. It's all wrapped up in its moment of growth. It's not doing anything on the outside. It's just resting. But through the resting comes a personal growth. Okay. So again, focus inward. Okay. It says perfect the skills you have, uncover new talents, and unleash your creativity, because there's a lot that you can come that is coming through. You may, this gift here may be talking about a natural gift that you have, a skill or a talent that in 2026 you're gonna monster, you're gonna allow yourself to unfold even further, and maybe again spread your wings here in that regard, in regards to your creativity, talent, or ability. It says, embrace your inner artist or your creative spirit. It says, expressing yourself will enhance your self esteem and solidify your purpose. Your unique abilities can have a positive impact on your community. In other words, this pain, breakup, separation, divorce, grief, loss, whatever it is, difficult time, whether it was financial, whether it was emotional, whether it was mental, whether it was health, whatever this is, you can be the beacon of hope for other people. Your story can help other people flourish, other people blossom, other people grow, because through your story, people can see, wow, you know what? You went through a lot of pain. You've gone through a lot of things, but yet here you are making the most out of that situation. Okay. And so you can also inspire others. So there you go. Beautiful energy here for you. And Sasha Sullivan, I wish you the best here in 2026. That being said, don't forget, drop a rose in the comment section. Let me know, as well as here in the chat. And that lets me know, of course, that these men, look at this, 9-9 coming out for you here also. Release. Look at that. All right. So there you go. All right. So whatever rough, difficult, or challenging time that has been present in 2025, that you're going to spin it around into purpose. Okay. So congratulations ahead of time of that. Maybe you've been working on this energy already, but this is already giving you, again, validation confirmation. Up next, we have Shatira RN. But before I jump into Shatira's reading, I do want to say hello to everyone who is here. Haven't taken a look yet at who is here already, but I will in a moment. I just want to shuffle these cards. In the meantime, those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. If you are visiting, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. That being said, current subscribers, welcome back, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate those of you that are giving me a thumbs up, even if you haven't had an opportunity to get a reading yet. And don't worry, I will be here the rest of the week. So if you are interested in getting a free reading, just remember to turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And remember that I only do this reading, mini reading, for my subscribers only. So make sure that you remain subscribed to the channel. That being said, let's see who's here and let's say hello. Okay. Hey, TBK, what's up, girl? How are you, TBK? Oh, you missed it. Oh, no. Listen, tomorrow, come back. All right, TBK, I'll see you then. Tim, hello, Tim. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. Shatira, welcome. And thank you so much for your super sticker. Okay, thank you for your super. You're getting a super reading. Sasha says, this is awesome. Very grateful. It's been rough and stressful. Yeah, and look at that. Look at those beautiful roses that Sasha Sullivan has dropped here in the chat. That lets me know that these messages resonated for you, Sasha. Thank you so much for that validation confirmation. All right. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Shatira. Now, Shatira did drop a super. So therefore, Shatira's reading may be a little longer, and that is because of the super. But no worries. Whoever goes after, which is Marissa Smith, you just might have to wait a little while longer. But of course, you will be up next. Marissa Smith, 7968. After Marissa, sending love from South Carolina. Hello, Tim. Tim, would love to go to South Carolina. Maybe it's a lot warmer than it is here because New York, we've been getting snow like crazy. All right, so Marissa Smith, you're right after Shatira. After Marissa Smith, 7968, we have Healing Hearts, 77. Healing Hearts, 77, you're after Marissa Smith. After Healing Hearts, we have Chelsea Daly, 6714, followed by Anastasia, PT2, followed by Lisa, IS3ZI, and last but not least, we have Karen, C123. If you were unable to jump and get a reading today, no worries. Tomorrow I will be back, as I will be back the whole entire week. Okay, so no worries about that. Remember that the session is closed, but have a great Tim wrote warm today, 78. Oh my gosh, it's not 78 here in New York. All right, thank you so much, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Shatira. Thank you so much, Shatira, for your super. Okay, and we're going to jump straight into your reading. Let's see what you may be saying goodbye to here. Okay, goodbye to the old you and hello to the potential new you for the new year of 2026. Shatira, thank you so much for joining. And of course, thank you so much for your generosity. Let's take a look here at what's coming through for you, what you may be potentially saying goodbye to here. Okay. What you may be potentially saying goodbye to. Maybe this is something you've been working on already, or maybe this is something that you're still kind of like kind of like shedding the last couple of days that we have here in this old year of 2025. But let's see what you're shedding, what you're saying goodbye to. It says, abandonment's echo. Recognize where feelings of rejection stem from. Trust that you are never truly alone. Okay, there may be here some type of residual energies connected to abandonment. Okay, so that could be, you could see, okay, there could be a situation, circumstance, or an event in your life, or a pattern where there may be this dynamic coming through in some way, shape, or form, which is the runner chaser dynamic. So this could be the fear of intimacy or the fear of being abandoned. Okay. So usually that pairing, that codependent pairing, tends to bring forth the runner chaser dynamic in people, right? So we tend to then attract that runner chaser. Abandonment's echo could be a situation, circumstance, or event that this may have happened many years ago, maybe as a child, okay? Um, and I'm seeing the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plex chakra in regards to this specific card here. So there could have been something that may have happened in your childhood, whether it was feeling abandoned by a parent or a lack of connection with a parent, family, someone that took care of you, because usually those abandonment issues stem from a very early age. Sometimes we remember what those things are, sometimes we don't. Okay. It could show up as people pleasing. Okay, meaning it being very difficult to say no to someone, or getting into connections, partnerships, or dynamics where someone may have another situation going on. Okay, like love triangle, third party energy, that could also show up in that way as well. Okay, so this is talking about what you're saying goodbye to, or what you may be potentially releasing here, Shatira, is the residual energy of some sort of abandonment type of codependent energy or pattern, whether this happens as a child, whether this happens as a teenager, whether this happens, in your first heartbreak. But there is some type of residual energy here that you are recognizing. Hey, isn't it funny that I'm always in this position where I am in this same type of storyline? Or isn't it interesting that I keep attracting a person who's unavailable in some way, shape, or form, whether it's unavailable emotionally, whether it's unavailable because there could be a third party situation, whether it's unavailable because they tend to not be ready for a commitment or not open to intimacy. Why am I chasing, or why am I attracting this type of energy? So there could be here some sense of you realizing that type of potential pattern, and you either correcting or mending, fixing, and repairing. Okay, so that is what's coming up for you. So this is saying recognize where feelings of rejection stem from. That's another storyline here. You could be or could have, maybe there could have been something here that may have happened in 2025, or maybe even before that, where you may be in a position where you're either scared of being rejected, or where you have been rejected, and then there's this kind of jaded energy. You're safeguarding yourself. So before someone or before someone leaves a connection, like, you stop the connection and you move in a different way. So that could be fear of intimacy as well. There's that abandonment, codependency as well. Okay, so this could show up in different ways, but this is mostly what this is talking about. It says trust that you are never truly alone. That could also show up in that way, in a way where you may be mistaking validation or being validated instead of looking at the person's intention. Okay, so in some way, shape, or form, being validated by a person's inconsistencies. Like sometimes they say they're here 1 minute and then they leave the next. But there is this sense of like still giving an opportunity to people who tend to have that, kind of come and go type of energy. Now, I'm not saying this is you now, but there could be here some type of patterns that are connected to this. So this is talking about where are some times here that you have noticed that you have lowered your standards because you may not have wanted to either be alone, or you may have wanted just someone's company or validation in some way, shape, or form, even if you didn't get 100% of that person's attention. Okay. Whether it's a person, whether it's an environment, or whether it's a situation, circumstance, or event. So, this is what we're saying, that what you're saying goodbye to, that type of script. Okay. So, let's take a look. Okay, hold on a second. Tim, what did you write here? Do you have PayPal? Hold on a second. Let me answer this question right away. I don't want a read. I just want to gift. Oh, that's very sweet. I do have Venmo. So if you want to reach out to me, let me just write this here if you want to do it that way. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. And that's for anyone who would like to just Lexa Tarot at gmail.com. And then I can definitely give you more information on that. Okay, so that's my email address. Okay, I can give you that information in that way. All right, thank you so much, Tim. All right, so Shatira, abandonment echoes. Okay, now this could also be you reminiscing, thinking about those times where you were rejected, those times where you may have been abandoned, those times that scarring, emotional scarring here could have made you feel like you're by yourself. And this is saying you're not by yourself. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay. Brag. It says, I will always enthusiastically share amazing things happening in my life. Okay. Now, I know this says brag here, but I want to cover this because it's not coming across as brag. I feel here this is talking about this energy of you downplaying this energy at times, not allowing yourself to feel the vulnerability of these emotions and being able to talk about it with other people, and not being able to say, yeah, I'm going through this X, Y, and Z, or you know what, or feeling some type of like, I don't want to say shame, but not feeling like you can trust other people about what's going on internally. Like you may show a very brave face, okay, here to other people. So if somebody were to see you, Shatira, they may be, oh, Shatira is such a happy-go-lucky person. Like everything's okay with Shatira. When in reality, there may be a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, a lot of things that you may be emotionally dealing with that you may not want to share with other people. You want to kind of show a brave face, a brave spirit, kind of like being in high spirits, or very, very focused, or focus on a goal, or focus on career, or focus on something that you feel gives you a sense of purpose. And in a way, kind of not look at this energy over here. That's how it's coming across. Okay. So there's this energy here of you allowing yourself to let down your guard, so to speak, and be vulnerable with those emotions here, or those thoughts that may be popping up. Okay. So you're in a way saying goodbye to the facade of I'm fine, I'm good. And even though that happened to me many years ago, I'm fine. When in reality, you may not be 100% fine with it, right? You may still be going through some type of residual energies, especially if there are things here connected to family, parents, or family dynamics here, okay? Because those are our first source of relationships when we're children, okay? So that's why those impact us the most, okay? Because when we're children, we lean into our parents or our caregivers to give us the support, give us the love, give us the attention, to give that unconditional love, right? And so when that isn't there for whatever reason, it does in a way create either abandonment issues, or a sense of feeling rejected in some way, shape, or form, that we tend to carry that with us as we unfold, right, as we grow. So that is what's coming through for you here, Shatira. Now, let's take a look here at the new you, okay, with the potential new you that may be unfolding here for you, the new year of 2026. So let's see what's going on here. It's funny because I was gonna say what's going through your mind. You may be thinking a lot about what I'm just channeling, because I got what's going through your mind. So very, very interesting. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. You have here, yeah, look at that. What are you saying hello to? The brand new, the potential brand new you. You're releasing yourself from this energy we were talking about. You're releasing yourself from the echoes of abandonment. You're releasing yourselves from the storyline of rejection, or confusing attention with intent, with attention, okay, or validation with someone's intentional purpose, right? So there's this energy here of you understanding the root of where this may be coming from, so that you can course correct in the new year. Okay, now this person here, if you take a look at this card, this person is unlocking themselves, okay, from the bondage. They're releasing themselves from a visual chain, but the chain is symbolic. The chain is symbolic here, like the devil card in tarot. It's symbolic in regards to the attachments, in regards to the holding on to certain storylines, certain patterns, to the lack of moderation, to the inability to get out of our comfort zone and experience a brand new storyline, a brand new chapter, a brand new way to deal with the the script here that I channeled earlier. You see here a lot of water. Water symbolizes emotion. So there may be a lot of emotional connections here, or emotional ties, that there is this energy here of you cutting the cords in 2025, so that you can liberate yourself, okay, and come to a sense of freedom. Freedom of doing things differently, freedom of not being afraid of being by yourself, even if it means that you have to wait longer for certain things to pop up or to show up. Not being afraid to stand firm in what your belief systems may be, or what your feelings may be about certain things here. Okay, so this is coming across as you in the new year, potentially, again, flipping a brand new chapter here, and allowing yourself the freedom that you need. And it's emotional freedom, because it's coming across. It may be things that you think about, but they do rock the boat here. So Tim, don't worry, just email me and I'll send you the link, okay? But this is talking about that type of energy here, you releasing yourself from that. So releasing yourself from the bondage of that memory that is causing certain emotions. Okay. Shatira, let's get more clarity here in regards to this reading here for you. So what you may be saying hello to the new you. Okay, clock tower. Clock tower is about separation. Here in the new year, there's a very kind of like, there's this energy here of you separating yourself from habits, separating yourself from mindsets, separating yourself from storylines, maybe even from people that you were hanging on to for the wrong reasons. Okay, whether it's people, whether it's environment, whether this is in career, whether this is in love, whether this is in whichever area it may be in regards to your life. Now, the clock tower in the Lenormand deck is about that separation. It's about the isolation. It's about leaving something behind. But this is also here very much connected to boundaries. Okay. And so the new you in the new year may be very much focused on strengthening the boundaries, creating healthy boundaries, or strengthening your boundaries here with people, situations, circumstances, or events. Okay, you had there the woman coming up. So the woman is the yin energy. And there's a lot of yin energy here for you, Shatira. So I don't know if you're a water sign or that you may have some water placements here. But it's definitely, it came in twice here. But let's see what's coming through. All right, let's see what's coming through here for you. And you have whip. There may be situations, circumstances, or events that just keep, again, storyline that keeps coming up. And you're gaining insight on what those storylines may be. And you have here owls. May be connected to love, may be connected to a male, doesn't have to be, it could be connected to someone else, but there is something here that you are realizing here. The new you is realizing either the storylines that have been taking place over and over again, or this energy that I was talking about, okay? Your go-to energy in the past or recent past that you're releasing from. I do feel that this new you in the new year, by the way, you have the number 3 coming up here twice. Okay, you have 3 with the key and the owls in number 12. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So you do have 333 coming through as an angel number. But the key in the Lenormand deck is finding something out, finding a solution. In 2026, the new you is finding solutions through either listening to your intuition more than you usually do, okay? Actually following through with the gut level feeling, or also here unlocking the people or kind of like deciphering the people, okay, that are on your team. And the way that you'll be doing that is by having very clear conversations and being very firm in the things that you are expecting, the things that are your beliefs. It's like you standing very proudly on and very firmly here on the things that you believe in. And it's like this energy here where you're going to have conversations that it's either going to tell people like, okay, I should, connect with Shatira, or you know what? Yes, this is the friendship that I want to evolve, or it may drive people away. But you're going to be in this energy where you don't really care. You don't really care to keep entertaining people who don't have your best interests at heart, especially your emotions. So how this is coming across here is that there's this epiphany that is happening here in 2026, where you're going to say through your knowledge, your insight, or your experience from the past or recent past, where you're going to communicate in a way that you're going to let people know, I mean business. Okay, so what I say is what I mean, and what I mean is what I said. So it's coming across as very proactive type of way, because even though it says gentleman, it could be connected to a person, but what it comes across here with gentleman is coming across as yang energy. Okay, so you being not only just you saying what you're going to say, but you actually ensuring that whomever comes into your energy field is equally as proactive and understands very clearly that you're not interested in going back into certain cycles that you liberated yourself or cut the cords from 2025 or even beyond that. Okay, so that's how this is showing up for you. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Hopefully these messages are making sense, and hopefully they're resonating here with you. Let's take a look at the new you in the new year here, potentially. Shatira, the new you for the new year, the new you for the new year of 2026. Remember, intuitive friends, the year 1 is 2026. So it's a brand new cycle, not just because it's a new calendar year, but because if you add the numbers 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is equal to the number 10. In numerology, we look at single digit numbers. So we take away that 0 and we get the number 1. So ones are about new beginnings. Okay, so those of you who have been cutting cords of things that have happened in 2025 or even before that, and for you, Shatira, it's coming across like it's finally like, there's a very big shift in regards to the way that you're going to move towards something here. There's also this sense of you being more logical, rational, or analytical in regards to uh, conversations that you have with people, and you're going to be looking at the person's actions, not just their words here in 2026. Let's see this brand new you for the brand new year. And we have here ship. Look at that. Cutting ties, validation, confirmation. If there's something or someone that has been lingering a little too long in your energy field, or has been, or you've been holding on to for quite some time, I feel that the new you in the new year is going to say, listen, it's time for me to move on. I've given either enough time or enough, time has lapsed, or guess what? I am ready for something more. I am ready for the next, the next move, or the next chapter. It says cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression and arriving. And it may be because you haven't been getting what you truly desire, either in a situation, circumstance, or event, a person, a connection, a partnership, a friendship, friends, family, loved ones, work, however this may resonate for you. But this new you is no longer going to keep pulling along the burdens of 2025 and storylines that are connected to abandonment, storylines that are connected to rejection, storylines that are connected to you or maybe someone else hanging on to you because they're afraid of not being alone, or this could be you. So there's a very brand new storyline that's taking place because there's this new energy that you may be moving towards here and in this new you. Okay, there may be something here in regards to travel or to moving, like physically moving from one location to another location. This could be also physically moving from one location of residence or career, so working from in one company and then working in another company, or working in one location and then leaving to go to work in another location. That could also be here as well. Right behind that, you have ascending. And the reason here that the new you is making these big shifts in regards to people, connections, and environments is because you're ready to start leveling up. Okay. You have learned your lesson. Okay. You are ready to, level up. You want something new. You don't want the same old story, the same old promises, the same old problems, conflicts, situations that just keep going on and on and on and don't change. So you may be realizing here with this new you in the new year that the only person that can change or shift anything here is you. Your attitude, your ability to cut the cords permanently with things that no longer serve you, and only you can bring things to a brand new level in learning the lessons that you have learned here, not only in 2025, but even beyond. Okay. So I'm getting this energy of like you clearing the, like the airplane, where they land and they take off, the landing strip. It's like there's this energy here of you just clearing that landing strip, because you definitely want something definitely new. And this could be in any area of your life. Okay. Now, what's interesting is here that you're also getting water again. So you're getting water here and water here with the ship. Again, like I said, and I said that at the top of the reading, where I was telling you here that I'm getting this energy where you may have either water on your astrological natal chart or important placements that are very much connected to water. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have either Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces somewhere in important placements there. This could also be connected to people who have, or a person who has a water sign also. That could be that deep, that sense of depth here as well. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay, Shatira, and the new you. Look at that sunrise, and again with water over the horizon. Sunrise says here, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh new start. I was talking about that fresh new start from the top of the reading, especially with the fact that liberation came through and breaking the chains, breaking the bondage, breaking the cycle, and also here with ship, which is also about cutting ties and moving on. And then not only moving on, but allowing yourself to ascend to a higher level of dreams, goals, ambition, motivation, inspiration, things that you want to achieve, okay? And things that you've been thinking about. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something here about leaving either someone, something, an environment, or maybe physically moving from one location to another location. You have sunrise, okay? Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. The beauty. So it looks here. Look at that parrot. Parrot with the well. All right, let's take a look. Parrot says someone will gossip about all your secrets. Just be aware about who you say what to. That may be the reason that you've been a little bit quiet over here and been acting like I'm good, because there could be people here that you're afraid that may be spreading your business around. So if that's the case, that makes sense. But there should be someone that you feel close to that you can rely on, and in a way unload certain emotions here that you may be carrying, okay? Things that you may be carrying very heavily in your heart. All right, so just giving you there that message also. I'm not only getting water, as I mentioned before, but I'm also getting air. So I wouldn't be surprised here if you also may potentially have here Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius somewhere on your astrological natal chart, because that is air sign. Okay, so you have ascending, which is a hot air balloon, and you also have here parrot, again air. So I'm getting a lot of air and then a lot of water as well. With well, it says family wishes come true. Okay. I'm also getting manifestations. So manifest here, obviously, in this new year. There may be some things that may be, kind of working, or working better, or like improving in regards to either family relations or areas that have to do with union or partnerships here. Okay, so you may be cutting ties from a current situation, circumstance, or event, whether in work, career, family, or love, and you may be going in a whole different direction. Okay, so family wishes come true, or love wishes come true, or career wishes come true. So there may be here, again, like I said, a brand new venture or brand new chapter that you've been asking for quite some time, and you may be able to see this new energy coming through for the new year. Like I said, closing out the old chapter, opening up a new opportunity. Remember that I talked about that landing strip. Okay, because that landing strip symbolically will, it'll be nice and clear and free due to the fact that you're, cutting cords and say goodbye or moving on. It does give this energy of then now your opportunities that you've been asking for, that you've been working for or towards, can finally land on your lap, so to speak, or symbolically. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. You have here the cane. Pay attention to your health. Okay, pay attention to your health. Super important here. 2026. Pay attention to your health here. All right. Now, this could be any part of your health. This could be mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, energetic health. Okay. It could be the health of someone in your family. It could be just in general. But there's this energy here that's saying pay attention to how things unfold, and also pay attention to your well being. Okay. In 2026. Last but not least, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. And then we're going to end your reading here. Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe for the to the channel. And don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls, okay? All right. Cutting cords is going to be super important. Now, listen, I'm going to say something here because I don't want to make it seem like it's just for love, but it was coming through. There could be a person that either you said goodbye to already or you're like on the verge of saying goodbye to. There's something here about someone that it's like, that's it. Your time is up. You know what I mean? Whether this is someone or a specific area of your life, but there's like someone's time is up with you. It's like you've had it, like you're like, nope, you know, the time has come. It's all about my new phase and my ability to move up. Okay. And it's like this energy of like, I don't care what you had to say. I don't care how you're going to take it, meaning you, not me, but like you telling someone else. Like, I don't care how you're going to take it, but I'm going to make my decisions because whatever this was may have been affecting your peace of mind or your physical health. So I do feel that there's going to be like this really big kind of like, I'm done. I've had it. And I wouldn't be surprised that although I'm talking about this energy being or happening in 2025, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens finally during Pisces season, because Pisces season is a water sign, and it is the last astrological sign of the zodiac. So I wouldn't be surprised if by Pisces season, if this is still happening here, that you're going to be like, it's dead, done, and over with. You know what I mean? Because it's coming across very connected to water. Okay. So just want to just throw that last thing in there. I don't know if that may resonate, but it's coming through very powerful here. Look at that 9999. What's 2025 when you add all the numbers? 9. What is 9 in numerology? Ending, closing, cutting cords, dead, done, and over with type of energy. Closure. Told you. I'm telling you, there's a closure here in some way, shape, or form. Lessons learned. I talked about that. I talked about that at the top of the reading. I said there's a lesson learned here, and you either learned it and applied it in 2025, or you're about to once Pisces season hits. But it's coming. Culmination. The new you is going to be, holding on to, or not holding on to, that's not the right word. You're going to be embracing. Okay. The new you is going to be embracing the sense of closure or culmination. Results. You're going to be very result oriented. It's not what people say, it's what they do, the actions that they show you. Benefits, you're going to be thinking, does it benefit me? Because you're tired of giving to people that it benefits them and not benefiting you. So there you go. Okay. So this is what's coming through. Reflection. Like I said, you're going to be thinking about this energy. Completion, ending of the cycle. Achievement, growth, gratitude. It says, reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. Okay. There's a reason why certain things happened in a certain way. It's to get you to a point where you're now connecting the dots and you're now finally have the courage, have the strength, and have the tenacity to leave something behind once and for all so that you're open to better opportunities in 2026. It says, reflect on your achievement and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving toward your goals. Talked about here that with sunrise. Okay. Wouldn't be surprised if you may switch something here. Okay. Like I said, the clock tower. The clock tower is also legal matters. So if there is something going on here legally, it feels like it may be moving in your direction. Or if it doesn't have to be legal, it could be like divine justice may be at play here, okay, for 2026 for you. It says this reminder encourages to stay optimistic and keep striving towards your goals. Keep your momentum supported by the powers of the heavens. Yeah, wishes. It says you've accomplished great things already. Okay, so keep moving forward. It says embrace the rewards you've earned. Wow, talk about validation, confirmation. A lot of things coming through here that I already channeled at the beginning of your reading. That being said, Shatira, I want to thank you for your super and thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to continue to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. And I do want to say thank you to Tim. Tim, thank you so much for your generosity. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. Greatly, greatly appreciated, Tim. And Shatira, for you as well. Intuitive friends, I want to thank you all for your generosity. You all can give in very different ways. Of course, you sharing my channel to like-minded souls is one way. You sharing, you of course posting, my channel on your social media outlets, letting people know about my channel and about, the content on my channel as well. Of course, your super stickers, your super chats, and of course, through memberships. That those are all different ways you all say thank you. And of course, I want to thank you, Tim, for your beautiful generosity, as well as Shatira. Shatira, let me know if these messages resonated for you. It looks like it's going to be a whole new you here for 2026. Okay, I wish you the very best. Intuitive friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Okay, so let me say here, thank you. All right, big thanks from NYC. All right, there we go. All right. Intuitive friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is there, as well as in the chat. Okay, intuitive friends, so all my information is there as well. If you're new to the channel and you would like to take part in these free readings, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And of course, make sure that as soon as you get that notification or alert when I am on, that you hurry up and get to the chat. Okay, the chat list. That's going to be important because I do place everyone in the order that they've appeared in the chat. Okay, that being said, intuitive friends, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back, intuitive friends. I want to thank all of you today for stopping by. I want to thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And if you haven't had an opportunity to have a free minute reading, then just again, I will be here throughout the rest of the week. Okay, I have closed the readings for today, but if you are interested in taking part in future readings, all you need to do is just join when that notification comes on. Okay. That being said, intuitive friends, today I am channeling what you may be saying goodbye to and what you may be saying hello towards in the new year. All right, so Sasha and Shatira, I've already done your readings. Shatira, thank you again for your super. Up next, we have Marissa Smith. Marissa Smith, this is your reading. Just in case you're not here, just come back and take a look. And the only reason why I'm doing it this way, intuitive friends, is so that when I come back on tomorrow, I can just, let you guys know. Go back to yesterday's reading. I did a reading yesterday. Just look for it through the live, okay? That being said, intuitive friends, Marissa Smith, 7968, welcome. This is your reading. Now, remember, Marissa Smith, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and this is a mini reading. Again, Tim, thank you very much for your super. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Marissa Smith, let's see what's coming through for you. Again, I'll remind you that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Marissa, what you may be saying goodbye to, it says here, the shadow's gift. Within darkness lies wisdom. the pain you've endured is shaping you into someone stronger. So you're saying goodbye to the pain, the suffering, the grief, the loss that you may have experienced here in 2025. You're saying goodbye to that deep sadness. This could be loss, whether this sadness or loss is connected to finances, to love, to career, to family, to friends, to health, to something here that may have been, you know, that you may have dealt with here in 2025. Okay. I'm feeling here you facing your what we would call symbolically, okay, facing your demons, facing your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. You may have been faced with challenges here that have really pushed you to the limit of you either giving up or saying to yourself, I can't give up, I have to find a way to make it through this situation, circumstance, or event. So the shadows gift is telling you here that through these situations, circumstances, or events that have been emotionally taxing, health, wealth, or however this may have affected you, that through the darkness of those challenges, you have gained some type of insight. And those insights here, Marissa Smith, 7968, have allowed you here to figure out how to be stronger, how to not give up, like the wounded warrior in tarot, which is the 9 of Wands energy. You fall 9 times, but you get up on the 10th. So there's this sense of perseverance. There's the sense here of pushing yourself forward in regards to the challenges that you have faced and the wisdom or the lessons that you have learned through those challenges, whether those challenges have been in 2025 or whether those challenges may have been things that have been even before 2025. Okay. So the pain that you've endured has shaped you. It's made you a newer, stronger, more stable or secure person, or stronger, firmer in your beliefs, or firmer in how to move past the challenges. Okay. So this is how this is coming across. So very, very beautiful energy, very powerful energy as well. Okay. Very, very powerful energy, because this shadow's gift is you really standing up, and also maybe even here standing up, standing up in front of these people or circumstances that were in a way trying to pull you down. Okay. And I want to say more people than circumstances, because I feel that not everyone has been very kind to you in this energy, because I feel like you've had to stand up and fight for what's rightfully yours, is how this is coming across. Or you've had to like stand up and voice your concerns or advocate for yourself. That's how this is coming across. And it has tested you. It's like you've been tested. Those situations that may have been testing you in some way, shape, or form. But let's see what else is coming through. You have here gaslight. Yeah. Gaslight. Yeah, there may have been. And remember, I just said this. I feel that it's more people than situations. And sure enough, you have gaslight here. And it's coming across that, especially this dragon's face, that is symbolic of people who have deliberately and intentionally have tried, or have even already in 2025 manipulated your perception of a reality that you were experiencing, either with that person or that environment. And the way that they manipulated the perception, your perception of the reality that you were experiencing, is by making you doubt the experience or make you question your memory about something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have remembered this person may have said X, Y, and Z, and then you confront the person. There's like, oh, I never said that. I never said that. You're crazy. You're just a figment of your imagination. You're making up stories, like that type of gaslight. But it says here, I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memories. So there may have been people, situations, circumstances, events, okay, where people, and I feel it's more people than anything else. I said it before I even started shuffling the deck. I feel there have been people here, narcissistic people who have gaslit you, have placed you in a position where they make you question even your own sanity. Okay, you're like, but I know what I saw, or I know what I read, or I know what I've experienced, and they're like trying to make you think that that's not the case. So that's this energy that I'm picking up here with gaslit. So validation, confirmation. I feel here you're saying goodbye to those people or those circumstances or those energies. That being said, let's take a look here at what you may be saying potentially hello to potentially the new you in the new year. Right after Marissa, we have Healing Heart 77. Healing Heart 77, you are up next. There you go, the one who calms through stillness, through quiet, through by not listening to these people, to their stories, to their lies, to their manipulative tactics. Their new you in the new year. I don't know if you could see this person. They have two cones in their ears, and they're just moving past, letting bygones be bygones. They're just moving in a new direction. You have the owl here. Listen to your intuition. 2025, there may have been situations where you should have listened to your intuition. Maybe you didn't, but in 2026 is coming across as you making sure that you follow through with that intuitive inner knowing, or that deep inner knowing. Okay. What I'm also getting here is this clean slate energy through your calm, cool demeanor. Okay. Like the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, where they're calm, cool, and collected. That's the energy here. This energy of peace is radiating around you. You're not listening to the naysayers. You're not listening to the people who are trying to bring you down, especially people that may be in your inner circle. Because I do feel that this is coming across, but like people that you thought that loved you, or that you thought that they were on your team, and maybe that wasn't so much the case. So there's a sense here through your calm, cool demeanor, you are moving into a new period, a new storyline, a new year. Okay. So the white here is about purity. It's about innocence. It's about not, not bringing the stuff from the past and carrying it with you in this new year. Okay. So very, very beautiful energy here in regards to this, the one who calms. Okay. Your calming spirit, the sense of inner wisdom or inner oracle is coming through very strongly here for you in 2026. I do feel here there's something about information. I'm getting here you using and finding out more tools, resources, maybe how to calm your mind, or how to something here about meditation. If you meditate already, this is great. This is telling you continue to do this in 2026. If you don't, you should, because there's something about your sense of being at peace and in calmness that it allows you to connect more with your higher self. So there's that kind of new you type of energy coming forth here in regards to using new tools, or being more consistent in using those tools in regards to, again, bringing yourself to a sense of stability and groundness. Let's take a look at your last and final card here, and you have 4-4. I talked about that stability. The number 4 is that stability. Okay, 4s are all about stability. They're about being grounded. And if I were you in 2024, if you haven't done so already, I would suggest you working on your root chakra. Okay, your root chakra is the first energy center of your body that is very much connected to feeling grounded, feeling stable, and feeling secure. Okay, so that is the center, the first chakra, and that's going to allow you to stay centered, calm, cool, and collected. You're not, it's like an anchor, right? It's like an anchor, no matter what may be. No matter how much the water is swaying around you, that anchor is going to keep you fixed. It's going to keep you stable and strong. So that's the energy that I'm getting here also with this new you potentially in 2026. It says here, balance, power struggle, force, okay? Hope, authority, ancestor. Pay close attention to the people in your life. I kid you not. I told you, I'm getting, and I said this at the top of the reading, like there are people around your energy fields that may not hold or want the best for you. People who have manipulated you in some way, shape, or form. Now, I'm going to say this also. It's going to be very important for you to strengthen your healthy boundaries, okay, in order not to allow those people to continue to do what they've done, okay? It says, pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. Remember that I said, calm, cool, and collected energy 2026, validation confirmation. It says, it's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. That's this energy over here with these people that gaslight you or not narcissistic. It says communicate and keep healthy boundaries. I mean, exactly what I just said. But this is just giving you validation confirmation here. Okay. Slow down. You see that it says that here? Slow down. Very calm, cool, collected demeanor. Like I said, like the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Calm, cool, collected demeanor. That's going to allow you to gain that structure, that foundation, that stability in 2026. That being said, Marissa Smith, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Healing Hearts 77. Healing Hearts 77, you are up next. But before I jump into Healing Hearts 77's reading, for those of you who are watching for the first time and you're visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. If you're watching me here live, take a look at my, by the way, for those of you that are watching here, don't go anywhere because I want to share my nighttime affirmation, okay, that I've done recently. It's getting a lot of positive reviews, so I want to share it. I want to share it with you here for those of you who haven't had an opportunity to use it. Okay, so don't go anywhere. But those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. We are back. I don't know how many days do we have here between now and the new year. We have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, four days. So the next 4 days I will be doing live readings. By the way, Tim, if you want a reading, let me know. I am so sorry. If you want a reading, let me know because you did give a generous gift here. So if you want a free reading, I could do that for you. Just let me know. I'll squeeze you in as number 9. Okay, so no worries. But Marissa Smith, okay, did your reading. Up next, we have Healing Hearts 77. Hello, here. Yes, I'm good unless you. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, I'll give you one. It's just, yeah, I'll add you. No worries, Tim. So I'll add you as number 9. Okay, Tim. All right. All right, here we go. All righty. So Healing Heart 77. Welcome. All right, Healing Heart 77. Let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. Healing Heart 77, thank you so much for tuning in and for stopping by. As you know, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what you may be potentially saying goodbye to here in 2025 and the new you saying hello to. Okay, so let's take a look here, and of course, if this resonates, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section as well as in the chat. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Okay, let's take a look here. What's coming through for you? And you have here the unseen truth. Look beyond illusions. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in discomfort. Okay, this is talking about that there could have been situations, circumstances, or events here, Healing Hearts 77, where you may have felt uncomfortable. Whether this was uncomfortable because someone may have given you constructive criticism, or whether there is some truth here that you just did not want to take a look at. You kind of turned the blind eye because you just didn't want to deal with that, either the repercussions here of making a decision. Okay, because making a decision may have meant that you needed to either leave something or someone behind. So the unseen truth here is someone who may have potentially here in 2025 been seeing the red flags, but it's like maybe they're yellow. You know what I mean? Kind of talking yourself out of seeing the red flags and trying to make them green, or trying to act like they're yellow. You know, that's the type of energy that I'm getting here. The unseen truth, look beyond the illusions. So there may have been a part of you that was hoping, wishing, and desiring a certain outcome, or that something may have come out, or a person to be someone that they're not. Maybe you were looking at the best in that person, when in reality you should have been looking at what they were doing or showing you time and time again. And so the unseen truth here, it's talking about sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in the discomfort. Sometimes the greatest opportunity to learn about something or someone is actually looking at the fact that it may not be for your best interest, whether it be a situation, a circumstance, an event, an environment, or a person. And sometimes by you actually saying to yourself, you know what, I'm seeing the red flags here, and they are exactly what I'm seeing. There are red flags. And you know what? Because I see these red flags, I know that I must do X, Y, and Z in order to get myself out of either the situation, circumstance, event, or disconnect myself emotionally, physically, mentally, or whatever from this situation, circumstance, or event. So there are decisions that need to be made once you notice something. And so this is talking about having a firmer stance when it comes to seeing the red flags, and not trying to always look at the best in a person or a situation. Maybe what you're seeing is exactly what it is. As Maya Angelou's saying goes, may she rest in peace, is when someone shows you who they are once, believe them. Okay. And so this is talking about that energy here that you may have encountered, whether in 2025 or a situation, circumstance, or event. Let's take a look here, Healing Hearts 77. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to have to make a decision. It's uncomfortable to see someone else go through certain consequences. But remember that we all have choices. And so always rescuing people from the consequences of their actions is not really helping someone. Okay. So there's also that part that I'm getting here. Kind of like, I want to rescue the world, but you also need to understand that sometimes that's how people learn. They learn by falling. Sometimes they fall flat on their face. Sometimes, they just have to, look at that leverage. Okay. All right, look at that leverage. It says, I want you to open up and trust me so that I can use your secrets against you. And there may have been people here that you have learned, that you, in 2025, you saw what you saw, and they may have they may have used something about you against you, or they may have tried to make up an excuse so that you wouldn't make certain decisions, so you wouldn't leave, so you wouldn't move in a different direction, so you wouldn't fill in the blank, whatever this may be. So there may have been people who may have even guilt tripped you into, or maybe even gaslit you into believing that what you are seeing is not what you're seeing, or what you're experiencing is not what you're experiencing. And so this is talking about those manipulative tactics. And for some people, it's coming across here as you saying goodbye to the people that are using those manipulative tactics, that type of leverage of using either things that you have confided in them against you because you are seeing the reality of something here. You're saying goodbye to these types of manipulative tactics that people may be doing against you or have tried to do against you in the past or recent past. And there's this sense of like you saying, not anymore. Okay, I'm leaving this behind. Okay, I'm leaving these people, this environment, this type of patterns, these people that have this reoccurring pattern of behavior. Of, you know what, I saw what I saw and I made up my mind. Okay, so it's that type of energy that I'm getting here of you really standing up for yourself in that sense. All right, let's take a look. And this is something that you may have been working on throughout 2025. It's just coming across here as just like, let's talk about it one last time so that you can understand what energetically here we're talking about in regards to what you're saying goodbye to. So if you've been working on this type of habit or pattern, this is telling you this is correct. This is, this is why you've been wanting to work on this, because this seems to be a reoccurring pattern. And again, this whole thing about someone feeling like they can just kind of overstep their boundary here as well. Let's see the hello, your new potential new you in the new year. The one who comes, the one who, what, you disconnect quietly. You just cut the cords and keep it moving. This is also talking about the new you in 2026 who's listening to your intuition. And that may be something super, super, super important here, because there's this energy here about you listening to your intuition. You are an intuitive person, by the way. Okay, because this is coming across. You may be an empath. All right. You let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm getting you are a person who is an empath. You feel people's energy. What people say and their energy, you really focus on the energy between the things that people say and the things that you feel intuitively here connected to people. Okay, so it's coming across as you using that type of, and it's coming across even as like clairsentience. Okay, so an empath or clairsentience, where you may walk into a room and you just feel people's energy or feel the energy within an environment. Okay, you can tell very quickly here if someone is BSing you or at least trying to. So this could be empathic type of abilities or qualities that you have. I do feel that may be strengthening. If not, if it's already developed, this is just saying that keep paying attention, because it's coming across to me very, very strongly that you are an intuitive empath. Okay, so let me know if that's true. Now, I do want to say this because this is coming across very strongly. In 2026, make sure that you pay attention and work. Oh, I said I was going to put my nighttime affirmations there, didn't I? And I didn't. I always do that. I'll do it now after your reading. But your solar plexus chakra, okay, solar plexus, 528 hertz solfeggio frequency. So you get on YouTube and you take a look at solar plexus chakra, unblocking the solar plexus chakra, 528 hertz Okay, write that down, solfeggio frequency, and work on your solar plexus chakra. That is where your belly button is. Okay, the pit of your stomach. So, um, and I'm getting that because, like I said before, I feel that you're an empath. I think you have very strong clairsentience is how this is coming across to me. Okay, so let me know in the chat if I'm on target with that. Usually I am. Okay, most of the, like 99.9%. It comes out that way. But yeah, that's what I feel here with you. I feel that you are an empath. Okay. So this new you is you connecting more and developing more that energy. Now, if you are, okay, if you even if you feel like you're not, I feel like I got to show you this regardless. Ah, where's my tourmaline? I have a tourmaline crystal. Great. Of course, when I need to show it is not here. But tourmaline crystal, it's a black crystal. Okay, if you are an empath, if you feel like I am right in what I am feeling intuitively, okay, psychically, intuitively, whatever title you want to put, get yourself a black tourmaline. It's easy. You could get it on Amazon. That's not a crystal that, people try to fake. So, because it's not like that type of crystal, but it's a very powerful crystal. Just make sure you have it in your pocket or in your wallet or in your purse or in, whatever, or as a bracelet or as a ring or as a pendant, because that helps, especially if you're an empath, it pushes or repels energies that don't belong to you. So you're not sponging everything up. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Healing Heart 77. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section, as well as here in the chat, if these messages have resonated for you. This is looking like a great year for you. I feel that you're going to expand even more with your intuition. I even feel that in 2026, you're going to start reading books and looking at tools here in regards to like expanding. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Okay, look at that. Act on your idea. And it's so funny because I'm not getting just act on your idea, but act on the intuitive gut level feeling that you may feel here. I told you. I listen, I don't know. You let me know in the comments. I mean in the chat. But I feel you are an empath, okay? You need the black tourmaline in your pocket, in your whatever, wherever you can get it, wherever you can put it. Okay. Just carry it with you. That's going to help you repel energies that don't belong to you. That's number one. Number two, listen to your intuition. It may guide you in the direction that you need to focus on. Okay. Your intuition is going to be super powerful here in 2026. Okay. Your intuitive abilities give you the grounding and the stability that you need in order to move forward and act upon certain things. And that message doesn't come across, a lot of people like that. Okay. So for you, it's coming across. It's like, yeah, yes, logical, rational, analytical thinking is important, but you get messages in a very different way. You get messages more in your gut level feeling or your clairsentience than anything else, especially with this empath energy that I'm feeling around you. Okay, so pay attention to that. All right, so 0220, okay, you may see the angel numbers of 2 or multiples of 2. So multiples are 2 of, and when we're talking about single digit numbers, are 2, 4, 6, 8. So you may see that type of combination. The new you is going to be very much embracing practical goals, divine timing, ambition, collaboration, discipline, especially with doing more meditation in 2026 so that you can continue to develop your other senses. You have more gifts, by the way. Okay, just letting you know, you have more gifts. You may just have a strong empathic energy, but there's more to you. So the more that you meditate and the more that you create a sense of calm, the more that you're going to be able to download messages and trust your inner oracle. It says good fortune is on your side, and with wise judgment, remember that I said wise judgment, you can read people's energy. I told you, you can achieve your goals. Now is the perfect time to reach new heights. It says recognize this pattern and act on your potential. You have a lot of untapped potential that you're going to start opening up in 2026. It says recognize this pattern and act on your potential. Your plans are about to flourish. You're on the brink of a spectacular ascent. Told you, intuitive abilities are opening up more and more. Embrace the opportunities ahead. There you go. I mean, wow, what a powerful read. All right. I don't know what you may or may not have written in the uh, chat list, but I will take a look there. Don't go anywhere because I do want to add some important free resources there so that you can use, and anyone else who may be interested can use as well. Uh, uh, just to open things up here. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Healing Heart 77. Don't go anywhere. Let me just add those free tools for you. But for those of you who are watching, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. All my information is there. Okay. That being said, up next, we have Chelsea Daly. Chelsea Daly, 6714. You are up next. But first, let me add those free resources for those of you who are interested in expanding your, positive vibration. So let's see. Healing Heart 77. Yes, I'm an empath. Okay. Good to know. I'm going to get one. Oh, okay. So I guess that you're talking about the black tourmaline. Yes, you should. Okay. I'm, I'm an empath as well. So, and I'm a medium and psychic and all that. So I'm telling you, you need to carry that in your pocket. So you drop the roses. Okay. I'm happy that made sense to you. It says, yes, it was a great reading. Thanks. Hello, Aishu 98755. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Just know, Aishi, the list is closed, but thank you so much. It was, I loved it. Yes, I read energy and it's draining sometimes. Bingo. Talk about validation confirmation. Okay. All right. Midnight Rain, thank you so much for coming by, but the list is closed already, okay? All right, Chelsea, you are here. Welcome. All right. All right, so intuitive friends, let me add the resources that I was telling you about. So first and foremost, let me add my long distance Reiki healing here. Energy healing. I am a Reiki practitioner. And so I do want to add that for those of you who want to use it, feel free. It is a free resource here on my channel, so no worries. All right, I'm going to add the energy healing. So that's a great resource here, all free. There you go, energy healing. That's one. And then let me also add the affirmations. Okay, I just recently did an affirmation right before you go to sleep. You can do that nighttime affirmation. Okay, take a look at it. I mean, you guys love it. You've been giving me, dropping a lot of roses there. So that's super cool. If you haven't done it before, listen to the whole thing. But if you already are doing it, it does give you the timestamp here of when to go straight into the, into the affirmation. So if you kind of like want to do it that way, you can. Okay, so let me write nighttime affirmation. All right, there you go. Another free resource. And most important, last but not least, okay, intuitive friends, is balancing your chakras, okay? Balancing your energy centers of your body. That's going to give you a really big energy boost, okay? Because then, you know, your body's not overcompensating for the energy centers that are off kilter, okay? I myself use these the seven chakra. Okay, there you go. 30 minutes, seven chakra balancing. Okay. Intuitive friends, just so you know, the list is closed, the session is closed, but um continue to subscribe to the channel. I will be here tomorrow, so no worries if you didn't have an opportunity to be here today. I will be here tomorrow as well. Okay. Now, again, intuitive friends, this is a free 5-minute reading for those of you who already have your spot. Um, and of course, just a reminder here that the list is already closed. Okay, intuitive friends, if you want to add more time or more clarity, all you need to do is drop a super. But other than that, let's jump to the next reading, which is Chelsea Daily 6714. Before I jump into Chelsea Daily's messages, I do want to mention that after Chelsea, we have Anastasia PT2. And then after Anastasia, we have Lisa, IS3ZI. And after Lisa, we have Karen, C123. And last but not least, we have Tim. Okay, so the readings are closed for today, but let's jump into the reading for Chelsea. Hello, Chelsea. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, my dear. Haven't seen you in a while, but thank you so much for joining. Let's take a look here, Chelsea. What's coming through for you? Now, remember, Chelsea, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay. All right, Chelsea Daily 6714. Let's see what's coming through for you. Let's see what's coming through. What are you saying goodbye to here in 2025? And then we're going to take a look at the new you, or the potential new energy here for the new you for the new year. Saying goodbye to sacred rest. Wow. You know what? This has never come out in any of the readings I've done that I've been using this deck for, I don't know, a while. Sacred rest. This is interesting. It says deep transformation requires balance. Exhaustion is not a badge of honor. Ooh, very interesting. This is you saying goodbye to the multitasking that places you in an energy where you are feeling drained, whether it's drained physically, whether it's drained mentally, whether it's drained emotionally, financially, drained in some way, shape, or form. So, this is talking about you leaving behind, adding so many responsibilities on your shoulders that you just end up running on fumes. And although that may be a routine due to whatever circumstance, situations that you may be in right now at this moment in time, this is talking about your body needs to rest, not just physically rest, but also like spiritual, energetic rest. Okay. Which, if you don't do, you end up burning yourself out. So, there's a sense of balance or restoring balance. Now, you could be potentially here restoring this balance by being more organized, by allowing competent people that you trust and that you can rely on to help you. Okay, you can delegate some things that you feel comfortable in delegating to other people. If there isn't anyone to delegate responsibilities towards, like a partnership or someone that can help you, friends, family, loved ones, this is talking about making sure that you are allowing yourself the downtime necessary so that, yes, you're doing a lot. Yes, there's a lot going on. Okay. But you are giving yourself the time to rest and recuperate. Recuperate your energy. Allow yourself to connect, to center yourself. This could be talking about meditation. This could be talking about self-care. You need the time to give yourself self-care in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So this energy here, it's about the deep transformation, okay, that you may have been experiencing in 2025. And the fact that there's a part of you that needs to welcome some sense of balance, not to feel guilty if you need to say no to some things that you could say no to, or just say, you know what, right now, I do have a lot on my shoulders, right? Because there could be a part of you that you are very giving, you're very generous. You're generous maybe with time, with emotions, with resources. You may be the type of person who likes to help others, and it's hard for you to say no, especially if you care about people, especially if they're friends, family, loved ones, right? So overcompensating by saying yes to so many people and so many situations doesn't give you the time here to recoup uh, the energy that you need to then fill your own cup. Okay, so sacred rest is super important, and it may even be that you go to sleep and you kind of like only have a couple of hours of sleep, and then you wake up, in the middle of the night. There could be this energy where you're so used to being on the go that maybe even having or taking time to rest and sleep may be a little bit challenging for you. So, what you may be saying goodbye to here is that multitasking to the point that is draining your energy. Okay. Where you're putting out more energy, whether it's energy, resources, time, whatever it may be, more than the time that you are allowing yourself to recoup your energy field or recuperate from all the running around or the multitasking. So the sacred rest is about reminding you that feeling exhausted is not something that's like I should wear with like a badge of honor. Being exhausted is telling you, hey, you may be draining yourself to the point of that it may be either energetically draining you, physically draining you, emotionally draining you, mentally draining you, energetically, spiritually. Okay, look at that. Did you see that? I'm just shuffling. Look what flipped over. Health. See? Validation, confirmation. And what is this? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Well, I thought that said balance. It says health. Okay. What's coming through with health says, I'm here to support your journey towards wellness and balance. Exactly what I just said. Validation, confirmation. Okay. Validation, confirmation on what I just said with your health. Super important for you to get the rest that you need, because eventually it's gonna start showing up in your either mental health, emotional health, physical health, energetic health. You need to make sure that you're pouring in your own cup, that your cup is full before you start seeing if you can pour into other people's cup, because you cannot give others from an empty cup. So you need to be at 100%. This says here, bad news. Unfortunately, there's something difficult I need to share with you. Now, here's the thing. This is talking about that if you don't place enough attention to how you are multitasking and juggling and draining yourself, that there could be consequences here from that energy. Not sleeping right. Okay, remember, when we sleep, we allow our body to rest physically, but we also allow cell renewal in our body to function, to happen, right? There's certain things that happen while we're sleeping. So again, this is saying be aware of that energy. So I feel here that what you may be saying goodbye to in 2025 is that multitasking, but multitasking to the point where you may be draining yourself. Okay. So be well aware that although it may be a habit, okay, this is a habit that with time does have its own consequences, and the consequences are paid by the health that we have, right? Whether it's emotional health, mental health, physical health, energetic health. So make sure that you're not running yourself or draining yourself, that you end up running on fumes. Okay. All right, let's see what you may be potentially saying hello to. You're saying hello to here. Look at this. It says the one who resists. You know what's funny? It's coming across as that it's like you may say to yourself, maybe in this reading, like, yeah, I know, but, and then you give a lot of excuses on why you can't take a rest. And this is saying you may be very resistant to changing things or rearranging something in regards to a routine or the way that you do the things that you do. Because maybe here it's like, well, if I don't do them, they don't get done, which granted, that may be true, but this is talking about there needs to be a different way, to rearrange certain things so that you can carve out time for you, because there's a sense here of that there's more of a need here for you to do the self-care that you need for yourself, okay? So that you can take care of yourself, okay? So that is how this is coming through, okay? So there's this sense of like, like I can't trust anybody. I can't trust anyone to take over the things that I need to do, okay? Because I don't trust. I've been backstabbed before. I've been deceived before. So I have to be on my P's and Q's, which again, it's coming across like, I get it. That's true. But find out a way. How can you multitask in a way that you're not running yourself ragged? Okay. Last but not least, Chelsea Daly, 6714. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, your advice. By the way, up next, we have Anastasia PT2. Anastasia PT2, you're up next, followed by Lisa, followed by Karen. And of course, Tim is our last and final reading of the night. That being said, Chelsea Daly, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Please let me know if these messages resonate for you, Chelsea Daly, by dropping a rose in the comment section, as well as here in the chat. That lets me know that these messages resonated for you. Last but not least, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you as your potential advice. So this new you, potentially in the new year of 2026, it says the big break. Now you have the number 1515. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So you may be seeing the number 6 or multiples of 3 connected here. You could also see 1s and 5s as well as angel numbers here for you, as sign, symbol, synchronicities in some way, shape, or form. This new you is all about you embracing innovation, embracing focus, being more particular on how you're going to organize certain things, creating new routines, ones that are healthier for you, ones that really pay attention to balance, being able to balance life with work-life balance here, okay? The new you here, momentum, mastery, gaining, as they say, practice makes perfect, right? So the more you practice on creating a new routine that's healthy for you, the more you will gain mastery for it. You have achievement and passion. An exciting opportunity, support, or extra resources are heading your way. Keep moving forward with enthusiasm and enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication will be handsomely rewarded. Wow. Validation, confirmation, there are some of the things that came through for you in this reading. I hope this reading has given you the insight that you need. Chelsea, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section as well as here in the chat, as that will let me know that these messages resonated for you. That being said, have a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Anastasia PT2. But before I jump into Anastasia's reading, remember, Lisa is next after Anastasia. Then we have Karen. And last but not least, we have Tim. Intuitive friends, take a look at the resources that I have for you in the chat. Those are all free for you to use. And of course, as always, there is no obligation. It's just there for those of you who are interested in personal growth. And those are some tools that I use myself. There are also some tools that I created myself as an energy healer and a Reiki practitioner. So just sharing that for all of you who are interested or may be interested. That being said, for those of you who are new to the channel, please know that these messages are free and there are only 5-minute readings. However, this session is closed already for today, but please come back tomorrow as I will be channeling more messages for you. Okay. Thank you, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome. Welcome back. If you missed it today, come back tomorrow, because as you know, these messages I will be channeling for the rest of the week until December 31st. Okay. I'm going to do a new list the week of January 1st, 2026. So again, it's going to give a lot of you, my subscribers, the opportunity to connect and have a free reading before the year is up, okay, or the calendar year. All right, intuitive friends, if you want an extended reading, all you need to do is drop a super sticker or a super chat, and I will then extend your reading. That being said, up next we have Anastasia. Chelsea Daly said, okay. Chelsea Daly dropped a rose. So thank you so much for giving validation confirmation to the message that I just gave you. You wrote, it resonates. Thank you. Oh, you're very, very welcome here, Chelsea. Thank you so much for tuning in and stopping by. Up next, we have Anastasia, PT2. And let's start with your reading, Anastasia. If you missed it, don't worry. Come back later and take a look. But let's take a look here at what's coming through here for you, Anastasia. Anastasia, PT2. What you may be potentially saying goodbye to here in regards to the new, the old year, the 2025 energy, and what you may be saying hello to in regards to the new you and the new year. Okay, let's see what's coming through for you, Anastasia. Let's see. Anastasia, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what's coming through for you. You may be potentially saying goodbye to here in 2025. It says, the fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are stepping stones towards mastery and understanding. So you may be saying goodbye to your fear of, it could go either way. I know this one says the fear of failure, but there could also be here a fear of success. Okay. So what if I actually make it? What if I actually do get to that place where I am successful? Or a place here that you may be afraid, your fear of failing. Okay. Or fear of making a mistake that you can't bounce back from. But this is saying that you may be here potentially saying goodbye to this fear of making a mistake. Okay. It says mistakes are not the enemy. Okay. Mistakes, we learn from our mistakes. Now, as they say, shame on you, right? Shame, what is it? It's shame on you if you fool me. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay, so if it's the first time that you're going through something and you have failed at it, or that it didn't go as planned, it's just one of those things where you live and learn. But if you're seeing yourself going time and time again in the same exact circle, time and time again, and you're attracting the same patterns, you're attracting the same type of people with the same or similar storylines, this is saying, what is it about me that I keep attracting these same or similar situations, circumstances, people, personalities, time and time again? So, this is talking about here, it's okay to make a mistake. But if you're making the mistake more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, then there's a need here to take a look at why that could be possibly occurring. What is it that you're not seeing? What is it that you're not learning so that you don't make that mistake again? Okay. Now, stepping stones, we live and learn. Okay. So at times, it does mean that we need to take risks. Risks are important. Informed risks are even better. Yes, we can be cautious, but we need to be informed, right? So that when you move towards a certain opportunity, you're doing it with the most positive intention and having the most amount of information that you can. So at times here, Anastasia, this is talking about one way to kind of sidestep this energy is by you informing yourself, talking to people who may know about that particular situation, circumstance, event, that may have some type of expertise connected to that thing that you want to learn about, something that you may be researching, something that you may be thinking about. Okay. So by you gaining information and gaining knowledge is going to reduce the chances of you making a very big mistake, right? So there's a difference between making an informed decision and just making a decision out of a whim. So again, this is talking about that type of energy. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Anastasia PT2. And you have here, it says, sage advice, validation, confirmation. This is exactly what I was talking about. If you don't know about something and you're kind of hesitant about moving in a direction, then learn more information. This is also talking about situations, circumstances, and events that you may have already been through at some point in time. For you to think about those moments and say to yourself, what did I learn from that situation, circumstance, or event back when I went through this similar situation, or if you've gone through the similar challenge? Okay. So sage advice says, my wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. Okay. So again, this is coming in 2 ways. This could be you talking to someone who is more experienced, or you gaining more information, more clarity on whatever this may be, okay, in regards to your life or experiences that you've gone through. Through that, either expertise advice that you may get from someone else who may have been in your position at some point in time, or you learning more through tools and resources and gaining more information, is going to lessen meaning Lessen, not lesson as Lesson. Okay. So lessen, Lessen, lessen the chances of you making a mistake based on lack of information or lack of clarity. Okay. I'm also getting here that lessons that you have learned, situations, seeing other people's experiences of certain things can also give you an insight. Okay. Sometimes we don't need to go through something to know that perhaps that path or that that path or, that direction may not be good for us. We know through other people. So we also learn through the experiences of others. Okay. So pay attention to that as well. I do feel that you're saying goodbye to perhaps these energies here where, again, you may have lacked the either clarity or lacked the information, and therefore you may have had situations that didn't go very well at some point in time. And so now, here with the new you and the new year, you may go about things very differently. You may get yourself to a point where you're learning more information, or you're gaining the wisdom from situations that you have gone through. This could also be here, even talking about allowing yourself to get into this hermit mode or hermit energy, which you're allowing yourself to do the soul searching that is needed in order for you to gain the clarity necessary before moving in certain directions. Okay. So, last but not least, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. The new year, the new you for the new year. Look, the one who yearns, yearn, longing, pine for. There may be things that you have a very deep heart's desire, and there is this sense here that there's a part of you that's scared. You're scared to kind of take a leap of faith. You may be afraid. You may be concerned. Well, what if I fail? What if I don't do well? What if I actually take that risk and it just doesn't work out for me? So again, the new you potentially here for the new year is saying, well, if you have this fear of uh, taking a leap of faith, then again, as I said at the top of the reading, allow yourself to gain more information and even talk to people who may be experts or may be very knowledgeable about this specific thing that you may have your heart desire set on. It may even be a life purpose, and maybe your soul purpose. And the hesitation here that you have, like you're afraid to take that step forward, is kind of coming across here as like you're also not allowing yourself to tap into your fullest potential. Okay. So your fear is not allowing you here to expand and to grow in something that you truly may be potentially here, have your life purpose or your soul purpose connected to. Hello, Holly. How are you, my dear? The list is closed, my love, but you could come back tomorrow. Okay, my dear? Come back tomorrow. Okay, Holly? All right, so Anastasia, yes, this is what's coming through for you. Let's take our last and final card here for you, okay? Thank you, Holly. Come back tomorrow, my love. All right, let's take a look here. Last but not least, Anastasia. Up next, we have Lisa. Lisa, you are up next. After Lisa, we have Karen. And last but not least, we have Tim. All right, let's take a look here, Anastasia, what's coming through for you. And this says here 4-4. It says slow down. Okay, it says pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. And I feel it has a lot to do with this fear of failure here, right? It says, don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate and keep healthy boundaries. That's super important here. Your boundaries are super, super important. Okay. That's also an important element here for you for the new year. Now, here, the new you may be, again, embracing balance, power struggle, force. Okay, and allowing yourself to be more stable with the number 4. Remember, 4 is about stability, it's about harmony. So that is coming through for you. That being said, Anastasia, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Lisa. But before we jump into Lisa's reading, I do want to say thank you, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. And for those of you who are asking if the session is closed, it is for today, but I will reopen it tomorrow. So keep and stay tuned by making sure that you've turned on your notification bell and all alerts. When you turn on your notification and all alerts connected to my channel, you're going to be notified the moment that I do a reading. Okay, the moment that you get new content to the channel, or the moment that I come on for a live, you're going to be notified. Okay, that's going to increase the probability and the chances of you getting a free reading, because as soon as you get that alert or that notification, all you need to do is come and get on the chat list. And you could only do that if you are subscribed to the channel. So again, intuitive friends, thank you so much for those of you who are new and who have just subscribed. Thank you and welcome. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back, intuitive friends. Another live. Okay, another live. Come back tomorrow if you weren't able to make it today. All right. Anastasia, thank you again for stopping by. Up next, we have Lisa. Lisa, I'm going to jump straight into your reading, my dear. Remember, intuitive friends, I'm just going to go straight into your readings. You could come back later and see what's going on, because that gives other people an opportunity the next time I come back and do the live to get readings. Okay, so Lisa, IS3ZI, let's take a look, Lisa, what's coming through. Remember, Lisa, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what you're saying goodbye to here. Okay, what you're saying goodbye to 2025. And we have here the veil between worlds. Wow. Connect with ancestor and guides. Their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. Lisa, I'm feeling here for you, there's more of a connection between you in the 3D realm and the ethereal. Okay, you may have some loved ones here who may be very, very close to you, and maybe kind of in a way, especially if you've been doing things that have to do with ancestors, with your loved ones who have crossed over. I feel here you're saying goodbye to this kind of limiting yourself to only seeing things from a 3D perspective. There's a part of you here that's very intuitive. There's a part of you here that you may be even very much connected to your six senses. If it's not your six senses, like clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, it could be that you could be even a person who's a medium. You could also be a person who's an empath, because I'm getting a lot of spiritual energy here. You may be someone who maybe you are more leaning towards logical, rational, analytical 3D reality, and maybe here not as much into the spiritual world. Maybe you're the type of person who's like, I believe it when I see it. And this could be telling you here, you may have the ability to see things that are behind the veil if you just allow yourself to lean into your yin energy more. If you are leaning already into your yin energy, then this is your ancestors, your loved ones who have crossed over, who's saying here, hey, listen, let's continue to work together here. Okay. There is something here in regards to the level of consistency that you may allow yourself to connect and ground yourself with that soul connection. I'm feeling here crown chakra energy. So if I'm getting two. I'm getting root chakra energy and crown chakra energy. So before you meditate or before you do anything that has to do with spirituality, make sure that you ground your energy with your root chakra first, which is root chakra 396 hertz solfeggio frequency. You can use red jasper, ruby, or black tourmaline if you want to use crystals in regards to grounding while you are working on that root chakra. And as far as your crown chakra, I'm getting here clear quartz, maybe even selenite. Okay, clear quartz, great, epiphyllite also with crown chakra. So you could work also with those crystals. And the crown chakra frequency is that of 963 hertz. So by you grounding your root chakra, and it's going to kind of align you here with your crown chakra, and you have more of a connection here with the divine, or your soul connection with the ethereal. Okay. However you may want to name that, whether it's your guardian angel, your higher self, creator, the universe, higher conscious. But I am getting this energy very strongly connected to that. Okay, Lisa? All right, let's jump into the rest of your reading here, and let's see what else is coming through for you. It says, their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. So let go of the fear also, especially if you're kind of like afraid, like, oh, I don't know. What if, what if something happens? What if like it's not good energy? Remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. So especially when you're doing spiritual work, or you grounding your energy or meditating here, having a very kind of like, strengthen your energy field. Okay, so you may, I don't know, you may want to do some affirmations, or you may want to do a special prayer. And again, there are many different ways to do that in order to strengthen your auric shield, so you're not in a fearful state when you are connecting with your higher consciousness, okay, or the ethereal. Let's see what else is coming through for you here. What you're saying potentially goodbye to or hello to. And you have here frustrated. It says, I'm irritated with what I can't control, and I want okay, so yeah, this is okay, so there's something here about feeling very uncomfortable or feeling badly when you cannot control either something, or when an expected outcome hasn't shown itself or revealed itself in a way that you intended or that you had hoped for. So here in 2028, there may have, I'm sorry, 2028, where did I get that from? Woo! 2025. Wow, I just went forward 4 years, right? 3 years. 2025 here. This is you kind of going through situations, circumstances, or events where that may have frustrated you to the point where it was like, I expected something to happen this way, or I wanted to see this at this specific point in time. There could also be here a little bit of micromanaging. I feel that you may be releasing that energy. You may be letting go of those type of micromanaging or expected outcomes. There's a sense here of not being able to control something, or feeling like you're losing control over something. And whatever that something was that may have triggered that energy within you in 2025, there's this energy here talking about of you letting that go, so that you are more going with the flow of things rather than trying to micromanage or trying to control an outcome here of some sorts. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Potential new you for the new year. And again, of course, just a reminder, Lisa, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Look at that. The one who surrenders, exactly what I just said, validation, confirmation, okay? Allowing yourself to go with the flow of things and not have so much of an expected outcome, okay? It's like you buying all the ingredients for the cake, putting all the ingredients together and creating a cake batter, having the pan, putting the cake batter in the pan, then putting the pan with the cake batter in the oven, and then having the oven at the right temperature, but then opening the oven every 5 minutes. You're not going to be able to have a good cake there, right? It's not going to be able to bake the way you should. So when you are manifesting, and if this is very much connected to manifestation here, where you may have said, well, I've been praying, hoping, wishing, and calling something specific to my energy fields, why is it that I don't see it flourish? First of all, not every door is meant for us to open. There are times that some doors, they remain closed because we need to pivot in a new direction. And sometimes, it just might not be at the right time. It will come in its due time, right? But what I'm also feeling here with the surrender is that there's this energy here of you having or reminding you to let go of the chains and the bondages, or the release here of expected outcomes, or wanting to control, whether it's people, whether it's that you wish that someone was a different way but they're not, whether it's that you wish the situation would go in this direction but then it goes left, or instead of going left it goes right. But this is talking about allowing you to go with the flow of things. People show you who they are once, and when they show you, believe them. If there is a situation, circumstance, or event that you may have gone through in 2025, you may have been irritated with, or may have placed you in a position where you were very uncomfortable, you need to ask yourself, well, why am I so uncomfortable in this position? Or why am I so uncomfortable in this situation? And not only just reflect about why you may be uncomfortable or frustrated, but also what can you do in order to let yourself go from this person, situation, circumstance, event, frustration, or whatever this may be. Because you're not a tree. You can move, right? You can make certain adjustments here. And this is talking about you feeling the sense of confidence so that you feel comfortable in coming out of that comfort zone. I do feel that there are times where you may feel like you're praying, you're wishing, you're calling, you're desiring something, and you get frustrated because you're not seeing the immediate result, or you're not seeing the results that you expect. So again, I'm getting this energy here of like my expectation is this, or this is how it should unfold, or healing through something should be linear, and it's not as cut and dry that way. Okay, because there are moments where we take 10 steps forward and then we take 3 steps back, but those 3 steps back are necessary so that we can recalibrate and review and reevaluate something here. Okay, so that is the energy that I'm getting. Lisa, let's take a look at your last and final message. Up next, we have Karen, and then after Karen, we have Tim. Okay, Lisa, let's see what's coming through for you here. Lisa, we have 23, 23. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. You have five here. Okay, Lisa. So, Lisa, this is endless cycles. Okay, there may be ways that you do the things that you do, and you may be expecting different results, but you're doing them the same way. It's like you're doing something the same way over and over again, and then you're wondering why you're getting the same result. So there may be something different that needs to happen here in order for you to see different results. Okay. It says here endless cycles. Yeah, there may be things that have been repeating themselves here. Okay. 23, 23. Okay. This is 5, 5. There's some challenges here that have been very similar in pattern, or, again, different cast of characters, but very similar situations, or very similar lessons, or very similar energies that you just keep attracting. Okay. In 2025, I don't know if you know this, but if you add the numbers 2025, which is the year, it results, or it equals to the number 9. 9 in numerology is about completion. So there are cycles here in 2025 that you need to really bring to its full circle so that you can close them, and then you can open a new chapter in 2026. Okay. That being said, this new you potentially will be embracing charisma, communication, okay? Your circles, your energy circles, people that you know within your social circles, work, home, family, friends, movement. Remember that I said you're not a tree. You can change, you can move if something feels uncomfortable or something isn't working. You can try new things. Okay. It says journey. Journey is about travel, and journey is not only about movement, like I said before, with surrender, but also journey may be here connected to travel. It could be connected to you relocating, maybe work, maybe home. Okay, so there could be this energy here of you thinking about relocation in 2026, changing patterns, repetitive, and transformation. Okay, so again, I do feel that this new you is going to try new things, or try to, learn to surrender a little bit more. Okay. And by surrendering, I also mean here surrendering to change, like literally having to get out of your comfort zone and surrender to the new cycle or a new change. That being said, it says you may find yourself repeatedly resisting certain truths. Talked about that, especially with chain bondage and release here. It says, leading to feelings of exhaustion and limitation. It's time to decide to live authentically for yourself, embracing your passion. By making this change, the world around you will begin to follow suit, breaking the cycle and fostering transformation. Look at that. All right, there you go. By the way, you may see the angel number twos, threes, or fives. So pay attention to that. That being said, Lisa, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, Lisa, share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends and let them know about the free messages that I do here on my channel. That being said, thank you so much, Lisa. Up next, we have Karen. Before I jump into Karen's reading, I do want to welcome those of you who are new to the channel. Welcome. If you weren't able to make the list this time around, no worries. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts. That's going to let you know and notify you when I am on the live and doing a live, okay, a live reading. As soon as you get that notification, all you need to do is hurry up and get to the chat list, okay? In the chat, I will then place you in the order that you have, in first come, first serve, okay? Sometimes I have a really long list. Other times I have a shorter list, okay? So every time I'm going to do this because up next is Karen. And Karen, you may already have a card coming out for you. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But up next, we have Karen here. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Okay, if you didn't make the list today, come back tomorrow. The rest of the week, I will be doing readings. So come back and get your last 2025 mini reading here with Lexa Tarot. That being said, Karen, guess what? I'm here shuffling for your reading. You have the Soul's Longing, which just popped out of the deck for you here. Okay. Intuitive friends, just a reminder, the list is closed. And Karen, just a reminder here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So you have here what we're saying goodbye to, what you're maybe potentially saying goodbye to, is the Mask of Happiness. But before I talk about the Mask of Happiness, I do want to talk about the card that just popped out of the deck as I was shuffling and getting ready for your reading. You have here the Soul's Longing. Okay, it says, what parts of yourself have you neglected? Now, this is a rhetorical question. This question is here and it's meant for you to think about, maybe even journal, ponder, review, analyze. Okay, what part of yourself have you neglected in 2025? So let's think back. Okay, and again, you don't have to tell me. I'm just going to guide you and facilitate what this is talking about. I'm going to facilitate the process here for you. I want you to think about December of 2024, December 31st of 2024. And I want you, when you're thinking about this question, I want you to say to yourself, what were the things that I was saying to myself that I wanted to achieve in 2025? What were the goals, the resolutions, New Year's resolutions, if you do that? What was it about myself? Okay, Karen, where you're saying yourself, what were the things that I said that I wanted to do? What were my goals? What was I wanting to accomplish in 2025? And here's the thing. Now think, what did I accomplish from those goals or those things that I wanted to see, and what I didn't get to accomplish from that list or those goals or those ambitions that you had made back in December of 2024 for the year of 2025. Now that I've painted that picture for you, now I want you to think about this. What parts of yourself have you neglected? So what parts of you did you forget, did you neglect, that you wanted to do but didn't? that you said to yourself, this is what I'm going to do, that you may have started to do, and then eventually, you may have lost your footing along the way. Because the soul's longing is talking about, there may be something very passionate here that you've been longing, whether it's love, career, finances, stability, children, partner, a better home, more stability, more happiness, more free time, whatever this is. There's something here, whether it's your soul purpose or whether it's your life purpose, that you've been longing for quite some time. And maybe you have been wanting to accomplish it, but then there's something here, perhaps maybe about consistency, or that there could be something here that you just haven't had the opportunity to unfold and unpack here. Okay. So that's one thing here that this is talking about. So you need to figure out what this may be so that you can say goodbye to the obstacles, challenges, scripts, storylines, fears, whatever it is that you are using as either an excuse not to put yourself first, or that you're using as an excuse not to put your desires and your life purpose or your soul purpose first. Okay. So this is about really taking a look in the next 4 days, right? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, in the next 3 or 4 days, for you to have this sense of assessment so that you're able to then set yourself up for 2026 in a better way so that you can accomplish, because there's some type of untapped potential inside of you that you have not yet fully unlocked and experienced. The second thing that's coming up for you here, Karen, it says the mask of happiness. Are you hiding sadness behind four smiles? Very interesting. You have two cards here. They're asking kind of like a journalistic type of question, journal type of question, right? And so this question is saying, are you hiding sadness behind four smiles? Authenticity heals deeper than avoidance. Okay. So what have you been hiding? What have you been avoiding? How have you neglected yourself? How have you neglected the part of you that may be feeling a certain way, maybe thinking a certain way, maybe wishing, hoping, desiring, or longing for something? Are you masking your sadness? What is the vulnerability that you want to share with other people? Why is it that you feel that you can't? And if you can't, what are other ways that you can share and unfold those things that you are hiding behind the smile? Okay. And so there is this energy here of reminding you that it's time for you to let go of the facade, like, I'm fine, but I'm here trying to help other people, but I'm not making time to heal myself and to nurture myself. And so the mask of happiness is saying, are you just you really camouflaging certain hurts and blockages that you really need to take a look at and kind of unpack or resolve here internally? Okay. And if so, then this is what you need to work on within the next 3 to 4 days so that you can show up as a better version of yourself in the new year, potentially here with the new you. Okay. That being said, let's see what else is coming through for you. Ooh, you have community and another one here. Okay, so we'll see. Community. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. Exactly what I just mentioned, especially here with the mask of happiness. There may be here a community of people in 2026 that you need to try to start cultivating, so that, or cultivating connections here. Okay, or making time to cultivate support and friends, with friends, family, loved ones, people that maybe you just take 5 minutes, or 10 minutes once a month to, just, air your emotions and feelings and thoughts with people. If it's not your friends, family, or loved ones, maybe there's a community of people. Okay, maybe an organization, a nonprofit. Maybe there are things here that are deeper or run a lot deeper within your soul, with your mind, with your emotions, that maybe a community of like-minded souls can better support not just you, but you can also support other people, people that share a common a common similarity here of a certain storyline, maybe of a trauma, a sadness, grief, okay? Community, like-minded, that soul tribe type of energy, okay? Behind that, you have obligation. Okay, so you may have felt that there was a lot of things that you felt like you had to do. It was your duty to do them. It was your duty to show up. You had to do it. It was no other way. You had to show up like you were okay. You had to show up in kind of like while you're like running on fumes, because you had to put yourself at the end of the list in order for you to take care of maybe children, or someone who's vulnerable, or someone with special needs, or someone who required more attention. But this is talking about that it's super important that, yes, there could be certain obligations and certain responsibilities that may have felt a little bit burdensome, but at the end of the day, that there also needs to be the obligation for you to take care of you, okay, and for you to make sure that you are not neglecting you, because you cannot give from an empty cup to other people. Okay, so this is what's coming through for you here in regards to the message of what you may be potentially here saying goodbye to. I do feel that you may be saying goodbye to like carrying way too many responsibilities. Also, you may be over um adding more responsibilities on your shoulders, adding more obligations to your shoulders, okay, than you need to, okay, because that's also coming across here as well. But let's take a look. What else is coming through for you, Karen? Okay. All right, Karen, let's see what else. And by the way, up next we have Tim. Tim, you are the last and final reading for tonight. But first, Karen, let's see what's coming through for, woo, that flipped over all by itself. And what do we have here? The one who divines, future, choice, judgment. Now, super interesting here, because this card, the one who divines, is holding two cards, which is interesting because throughout this entire reading so far, two cards came. This one popped up, and I brought up this one, and this community popped up, and this card came up. So there's something about the multiples of two. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the card that this person is holding, or the person that's able to divine, maybe even here, could be talking about this specific reading, is Lamort. Lamort is the death card in tarot. Now, the death card in tarot is talking about the ending of cycles, okay? So the new you needs to end these cycles that still may be open, or this kind of hamster wheel effect that you may have in the things that I talked about here earlier. And the death card in tarot is talking about the transition and the change that is needed in order for you to have an emotional rebirth or a transformation of some sorts. So, in order for you to open a new chapter, there's this that needs to be resolved, and this that you need to reevaluate in order for you to be able to be aware of the type of community and people and support that you may be requiring, so that you can show up as the best version of yourself in 2026. Okay? So that's what's coming through for you. By the way, here with the Lamort card, or the death card in tarot, it is ruled by Scorpio. So there could be a lot of emotions here, emotional connections, cutting the cords of some emotional either person, situation, circumstance, or event. This could be granted. The death card in tarot is ruled by Scorpio, but also the death card in tarot, because is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is as a water sign, so this may be connected to a person who's a Scorpio. It may be connected to a person who's a Cancer or a Pisces, or it may be connected to something of importance here of you closing up chapters in that sense. Now, I do want to mention one last thing here, Karen, before I give you the last message here with the potential advice, is that if we're talking about water signs, Pisces is the last water sign, and also the last sign on the astrological zodiac circle, right? Or the zodiac calendar. So whatever this is may not be something that you can kind of fix in 3 or 4 days, right? This could be something that you may still be working towards all the way through Pisces season, which is February, March. Okay, now remember, Aries season begins March 21st or 20th, and March 21st or 20th, spring season, that's number one. And number two, Aries season. And Aries is the first astrological sign of the zodiac, which is the astrological new year. So although calendar wise, January 1st is the first calendar year of 2026. Astrologically speaking, you may be working on what I just talked about a little more into Pisces season. And that's when I feel that you may be doing this kind of full circle wraparound. Okay. All right. Last but not least here, Karen, let's see what else is coming through for you. So this new you, I feel, is going to be more stepping forward here during Aries season than it is on December 31st. Okay. Because I feel that this has a lot of kind of like reevaluation and reviewing that needs to happen here. So I do feel Pisces season will be more of kind of like the ends of the year for you rather than December 31st. Okay, so I want to mention that to you here. By the way, that card was 1111, but it didn't come out. Ones are about new years, okay? Which is interesting because I was just talked about Aries. So you have here 666 reflect. Man, talk about validation confirmation. What I just said. I said that I don't feel like this ending of a chapter is something that you can do in 4 or 3 days. I feel this is something that you're going to have to sit down and reflect. And sure enough, you have here reflect. Because it feels like it's something that's like deeper, like something that you may even want to journal and kind of really assess and unpack. Okay. And so this unpacking for you may take more than just 3 or 4 days. It may, in a way, push you into having to unpack all of this all the way until Pisces season, which is the last astrological zodiac sign. So I feel like once you hit Pisces season, that's really where is going to be this goodbye of this energy here. But wow, talk about validation confirmation. That's exactly what came through. By the way, you will see here, or you may see the number 6 as validation confirmation throughout 2026. And it's funny because when you look at this number upside down is 999. So again, 2025, you may be closing chapters here. This new you potentially here for the new year is going to do a lot of reflection between now and then. I do feel here that this new you is going to be really embracing the healing, empathy, self-discovery. I told you, I feel like this is more like happening for you during, like, by the end of Pisces season. It's like finally all this is going to be you're going to be able to say goodbye towards. Okay. Unexpected change. Oh, by the way, it says healing, empathy, self-discovery, compassion, awareness, and inner peace. It says unexpected changes are on the horizon, challenging your thoughts and feelings. Exactly what I was talking about. Remember that I was talking about feelings, Scorpio energy, scorpionic energy, water. It's all about emotions, okay? It says unexpected changes are on the horizons, challenging your thoughts and feelings. This is a prime opportunity to reassess exactly what I talked about here. Reassess your identity. Bingo. Validation confirmation. What was the question here? What parts of yourself have you neglected? Again, another thoughtful question. Are you hiding sadness behind the 4 smiles? There you go. So this is saying this is a private opportunity to reassess your identity. And that's why I feel, I've been saying it from the top of your reading, I don't feel that this is something you're going to be able to do in 3 or 4 days. This is going to take you a little while longer, which is fine. It's going to take you through Pisces season, is how I'm feeling. This is a prime opportunity to reassess your identity, embrace a mindset shift, opt for optimism, confidence, and trust. Listening to your intuition and understanding your emotions are key to your growth and evolution. Exactly what I talked about. I said you're going to need to do that type of, take those 2 questions as prompts, as journal writing, as reflection, as, and I said that before, said reflection. You need to reevaluate, review, reassess, really get to the bottom of that nitty gritty of those things that those 2 questions are asking of you, because that's going to help you here. Either you're going to create a community, or you're going to be part of a community of like-minded souls, that maybe people that share this specific situation, circumstance, event, or whatever this may be about. Okay, so that's how this is coming through. Karen, I hope these messages have been insightful. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Drop a rose in the comment section as well as here in the chat if you feel these messages have resonated for you. Again, I feel that Pisces season is really going to be your closing of a chapter rather than December 31st. But I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, up next, last but not least, we have Tim. Tim is the last person on our list, but before I jump into Tim's reading, I do want to say thank you, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I do want to mention here, intuitive friends, if you weren't able to get on the list tonight, no worries. Feel free to join me tomorrow, as I will also have an opportunity for you to get your free 5-minute mini reading tomorrow. Remember, intuitive friends, these readings are free, but if you want to extend your time and the depth of your reading, all you need to do is drop a super chat or a super sticker. That being said, intuitive friends, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And just so you know, I do have social media platform. So if you want to take a look at my social media platforms, all you need to do is take a look underneath my banner, and there you will see my social media platforms. I am mostly on Instagram, followed up by Facebook, but I am mostly on Instagram. So if you want to follow me, feel free to follow me there, or follow me on Facebook. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. That being said, don't forget, intuitive friends, to take a look at your January 2026 readings. The fire signs are completely done. So if you are in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, take a look at the January and beyond readings. Those are quarterly readings. So if you are a fire sign of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your January readings are up already. If you are a Taurus or a Virgo, your readings are up. Virgo, I haven't added your timestamp yet because I quickly got on here to do your free readings, but I will be adding the timestamp tonight as soon as I finish the reading here for Tim. So intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at those readings. Tomorrow, I'll be channeling messages for Capricorn, and perhaps maybe even Capricorn and Gemini. Okay, so stay tuned for the monthly reading for tomorrow. That being said, up next we have Tim. And Tim, thank you so much for your generosity and your super. Sorry, this is making a lot of noise. So I will be giving you a super reading. All right, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you, Tim. Just a reminder here, Tim, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. All right, Tim, let's see what's coming through for you. And of course, I'm giving you a super reading. And thank you again for your generosity. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, let's see what's coming through for you. And you have here the shadow's gift. Within darkness lies wisdom. The pain you've endured is shaping you into someone stronger. You're standing up to self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, or a very difficult time that you may have experienced here in 2025. Okay, 2025 may have been emotionally challenging for you. Okay, now the challenge that you may have faced may have been even a fear that you may have always had, like, oh my gosh, if I ever get confronted by that situation, how would I react, or how am I going to take it? And so this is talking about here that although whatever this may have been here in 2025, it allowed you to lean into the pain, the grief, the loss, and it also allowed you to lean in to your ability to find a way to to grow stronger from the situation, circumstance, or event. Now, was it challenging? Has it been challenging? Yes, because I can see here with this dragon that's facing. So there may have been here a fear that you may have had to face, or a situation that you may have said to yourself, like, I don't know how I'm going to make it if I ever have to get confronted by X, Y, or Z. Okay. And so that may have been the case here for you in 2025. But that experience here allowed you to be aware of how to move, or how to um, kind of like how to muster the energy, okay, to move past a certain situation, circumstance, or event. There's something about strength here, okay? This dragon is showing your strength. And the reason is it's two things, okay? It's coming up as like the actual challenge, but the challenge of the dragon, or what the dragon is symbolizing, right? So it's symbolizing the challenge, but it's also making you stronger, because then you have to kind of, in a way, meet head to head with this symbolic dragon. Okay. Now, what I'm getting here with dragon is that there could be here some type of connection between you and dragons. You may have a tattoo, you may have a trinket, you may even like have a painting, because I'm seeing something with dragon here. Okay, so clairvoyantly there's some connection with dragon. It could even be a tattoo. I don't know if you've even thought about, like, you've been saying, maybe you've said to yourself, I would love to have a tattoo of a dragon or something. But dragon is a symbol of strength. You may have been born in the year of the dragon. That may also be the case here. I don't know. That's the Chinese New Year. If I were you, just kind of see what that may be about. But dragon, when we think about dragon, we think about the fire coming out of the dragon's mouth. So fire here, fire energy here, also coming forward in this reading here for you. So it may have sparked some fire within you in order for you to rise from the ashes, okay, like the phoenix. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that could also be coming through for you here with this reading. Okay, so I'm getting a lot having to do with dragon, not only symbolically here as the source of strength, but also the challenge that is allowing you to dig deeper with the sense of strength within yourself. Okay, I'm also seeing, like I said, I saw clairvoyantly dragon painting, tattoo of a dragon. I don't know, maybe there's a connection here, or maybe you were born in the year of the dragon. But however that may resonate here for you, I feel that dragon, and by the way, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, also coming in with dragon. Okay, so that's coming through for you. So what you're saying goodbye to is the things that you may have feared, or the things that you may have said, well, I don't know how I'm going to get through that situation, circumstance, or event. And this is saying you have mustered the energy to confront either your fears, your hesitations here with something, or whatever this may have been in 2025. You've gotten stronger with whatever challenges that you may have had to face in 2025. They may not have been easy, but they have challenged you to be to stand stronger, more brave, and more courageous. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what else here you may be saying goodbye to. I'm feeling here, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of like fire connections here, because I'm also seeing clairvoyantly the phoenix rising from the ashes. So I don't know if there's a connection even here with like the phoenix or dragons also, because I'm getting like there's some connection here to phoenix or dragons. Okay, so there's this energy here. There's something here that's coming through. I'm hearing Timmy. I know your name is Tim, but I don't know if I'm getting Timmy. I don't know if there's someone here who shaped you into like being super brave. There's something here about this kind of like structured type of like, oh, let me explain how this is coming through. Okay. Like, for example, for me, and this is just my example, because this is how I'm able to explain this to you. Growing up, my mother was very, very firm with me, right? I went to like private parochial school. My mom was like very stringent, very disciplined in structure, and always made sure that I was able to confront situations, circumstances, or events, because my mother was raised that way, right? My mother had to confront a lot of difficulties in her life. And so the way that she was able to parent wasn't with a lot of hugs and kisses. The way that she was able to parent and the way that she understood parenting was to raise me into being someone who is very strong and very resilient. And I'm getting this energy here. And there may have been a parental figure here that may be very much connected to this energy here of the dragon, that it's not just symbolic here of not only of, again, the strength that you've endured through situations, circumstances, or events, but you may have been raised in an environment where it was very, very, very important that you were either the protector. Okay, so you may have been protecting people since you were little. Maybe you're the oldest, I don't know, or maybe you're the only male, maybe you have other siblings, but there's something here about that energy of being like the one who protects, the one who's strong, the one who oversees. Okay. And there's this energy of like, I have to be tough, I have to be brave. Okay. And so I wanted to mention that because I kept hearing Timmy. So I don't know if this is very much connected here to your childhood, but this dragon here is like something from way before, like childhood. Okay. Is how this is coming through. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. So there's this connection between you and like dragons since you were a child, could be as well. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, you have here gossip. Okay, it says, you'll be eager to hear this, but beware. What I say about others could easily be said about you. All right, there's this sense of you having a thick skin or not being too bothered about what people may say or think. Okay, and that could be that tough exterior. Or maybe growing up, maybe you were bullied. Maybe there were people here who like were very kind of direct in their approach, in their communication with you. But that's what helped you toughen yourself up. Now, there's also this energy here about like you being able to show your vulnerability also, like when were those places where, or those instances where you were able to you know unravel, right, or show that vulnerability. So this gossip I'm getting here, there could have been and it's funny because I don't know why I keep getting energy from childhood that's coming up here, but I'm just gonna go with what energetically I'm feeling here, because I keep getting like maybe you were bullied here when you were a child. There were people that made fun of you, and there's this energy here where either a parent, whether it was a mother, a father, or maybe you protected siblings here, if you have siblings, from like bullies or something. But there's something about you, having to be tough, okay, or maintaining this energy of protector here, uh, for other people, and maybe even kind of like toughening up yourself as well, okay. But for some reason I'm getting childhood here again. I'm getting something again, Timmy, okay. So I keep hearing Timmy over and over again, so it's telling me if that is a nickname that maybe you have a child who may also carry your name here. But yeah, this is what this is coming through, and it's very interesting how this is coming up here. And there's this sense here of that has shaped you to be the person who you are today, and the sense of bravery and courageous type of energy in regards to speaking your mind and having a thick skin. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. I don't know why this is like focusing a lot on, like, I'm getting like past energy here, like childhood. But for whatever reason, it's coming through. And there may be some things here that you may have even forgotten, you know, and never even thought about. And for whatever reason, it's coming across here as like, this is, you've become who you are based on the experiences that you have had, and it's made you, it's carved you into a stronger, more courageous person with a lot of depth and wisdom. And it's because of those experiences. So if there may have been here a point in time, and maybe this is why it's coming up, because remember, this is what you're saying goodbye to, right? So there may be here instances in your life where you may have said to yourself, why did I go through those things? Or why is it that, or maybe there have been some whys here that you haven't been fully been able to get clarity on. And so this is coming across as the reason that those whys have um, maybe come up in regards to your mind, or those questions that you have had. It's because it's shaped who you are today, okay. And so although those instances, maybe even things here in 2025, have added to the strength here, and the resilience, is how this is coming across. Okay, so I don't know, maybe this is giving you the clarity that you've been asking for. Yeah, the one who once loved, fragile, secret love, rejection. Okay. There may have been a lot of structure when you were growing up, and you may have felt that maybe there was one person, I don't know, where that you wish that you would have gotten more warmth, or that you would have been able to share more warmth. I don't know what this is about. This could also be something very much connected to love. There may have been times where there were certain situations, circumstances, or events. There could have been secret love. There could have been a sense of rejection here. But this is coming across as the you, or the new you that's coming through in the new year, being able to feel that there's something about accepting some type of loss in regards to love, or maybe something that you wish that could have been salvaged here. I don't know what that may be about. There may be something, a situation, circumstance, or event that may have really been very near and dear to your heart. And although you have tried to move on from it, there may be some residual energies. So there may be some kind of like lost love or connections here, maybe a breakup, separation, or divorce, maybe at some point in time that has, in a way, left a scar that maybe you try not to think about, but it still may be there residually. So this is talking about allowing yourself to kind of let that go. And letting go in a sense of not just kind of like holding on to it in a way. It's more like accepting, like, especially if you felt or there was a sense here of like someone feeling like guilty about something, or feeling like I should have done this better, or because of lack of insight or lack of experience. That's what's coming through here with the one who once loved. All right, so I'm going to give you a extended reading because of course I do want to thank you here for your generosity on your super. Okay, so let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. It's very, very interesting because I'm getting like, it's like I want to talk about what you're saying goodbye to, but there's this energy that's like there's something about your past, like growing up, or maybe either your I don't know if you were married, or your first love, like your first heartbreak, like it's about past. So there may be here this energy in 2025. And the reason that this may be coming up also is because remember that 2025 is about closing chapters, because number 9 is about completion. It's about completing cycles. So there may have been a lot of like things that may have been open for quite some time that you really haven't fully closed or haven't gotten full clarity on. Okay. And so because there's this like lack of clarity on something or lack of closing, because it's 2025, it's like, let's talk about all these things in the past so that you can finally let it go, because 2026 is coming up as the year 1. So the past 9 years, okay, not 1, not 2, I'm getting 9 years. The past 9 years, there may have been a lot of things that have happened here that you may be needing to cut the cords from, to let bygones be bygones, so that there's this kind of fresh, clean slate. Okay, especially with the fact that this woman here is wearing white. Okay, so there's this sense of like clean slate. We need to clean the slate for the past 9 years of whatever this may be, because it's coming across, because I'm getting like childhood, I'm getting like moments in life, and it's like glimpses here and there. So it's as if it's like this is a review of your life, kind of like how it's coming across. So there may be certain things here that needed to be cleared that you maybe didn't even think about. Okay, maybe it's never crossed your mind. Maybe you're like, oh, that is so old. I didn't even think about that from before. But for some reason, it's coming up now as for you to close the chapter here. Okay. All right, let's see. This is very interesting because it's a very interesting way of how it's coming out, like all these things, but that's fine. Let's see what else is coming through. See the ring, the locket, and the lady. You, Sir Tim, there's something here that you've been holding very deep in your heart here. Okay, there may have been here some type of commitment in the past or recent past that may not have worked out, or you may have felt like the love that got away, the one that got away. There may even be here this energy here of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to love that way ever again as I did in a past connection, or a situation, circumstance, or event here connected to either a person, a secret love, a lost love, or someone who either you may have rejected and then maybe because it was just wasn't the right time and place, or maybe a situation that you were rejected here. But let me tell you, the ring, the locket, and the lady is all pointing in the direction of love, which again, I mentioned that at the top of the reading. So there could be here some very interesting, links here. I'm getting like important milestones in your life here, because I'm getting like the past 9 years. There's something about 9 years that I'm getting here. So I don't know what this may be specifically talking about, but I am definitely getting here. A lot of what I was coming through may be connected here to your love life. Doesn't have to be, but it's looking a lot, very, very much so. Or matters of the heart. If it's not love, if it's not romantic love, it's matters of the heart. Okay, so there's a lot coming through. So there could be here closing chapters with connections or challenges in romantic love and non-romantic love. Okay, but whatever this is, the past 9 years could have been very challenging, or you could have been thinking about this situation, circumstance, or event that may have happened here 9 years ago, or however that may have been. All right. But whatever it is has stuck with you for a very long time in your heart. Okay. So it's time to residually say goodbye to that energy, because um, it may not allow you to move forward with matters of the heart if there are still residual energies here, very much connected to a breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. So it may be things that you didn't even think about. It may be even like, maybe a breakup, separation, or divorce, maybe long time ago, has not allowed you to connect in a certain way in other relationships or in other connections, whether romantic or non-romantic. So that's why this is coming through here as cycles that need to be or residual energies that need to be taken care of, so that 2026 comes in with like the landing strip clear for new opportunities. Okay. All right. Ooh, look what just flipped over by itself. Career. You may have been compensating the breakup, separation, or divorce, or challenging experiences here connected to your heart by focusing either more on work, on hobbies, or kind of like using a coping mechanism throughout whenever this may have occurred, all these challenges. You may have been the type of person that when the going gets tough, you deal with it by focusing on how can I, uh, apply this energy or this sadness into something positive. Okay. So there could be a little bit of avoidance here, and that could be the reason why this is coming up. There may be a part of you that you avoid the hurt, the pain. Like I said at the top of the reading, the dragon, you do things, or you approach, or you show people, I'm strong. I don't cry. I don't have to show my vulnerability. I'm doing fine. It's done, dead and over with. Hey, that's it. I don't care. Like that type of attitude. Or I'm going to focus on my career, or I'm going to focus on making money, or I'm going to bury my head in something that's going to be productive for me. But here's the thing. The more that you've been doing this throughout your life, especially during moments where you have found yourself and your heart to be in a fragile state, and you have not shared it with people, you've kept that quiet to yourself, you've been also avoiding the healing process that needs to happen here, so that sadness, loss, and grief could actually heal you. You see what I'm saying? So Here with career and bottleneck is coming across as someone who has, again, um, turned their focus on creating pain into purpose, but by not allowing themselves to heal from the experience that they have felt. So, although it may have seemed positive, because again, I mean, the more I avoid over there, the more productive I become on one end, it's still not allowing you to heal from that, right? So, it's like, um, how can I say? It's like a coping mechanism. Okay. And so coping mechanisms work, but only for so long. So the coping mechanism for you may have been a workaholic, or you may have been avoidance, avoidant behaviors, meaning as long as I focus on what I'm being productive with, the more I don't have to think about the hurt, the pain, the rejection, the breakup, separation, divorce, the times where people have bullied me, the times where I may have felt vulnerable, and I show that I'm just very strong, and that's it. Okay, so the reason now it's making more sense of why everything is coming this way, because I'm like, why am I getting like so much like Timmy, which is like childhood? I'm getting like breakup, separation, divorce. I'm getting like glimpses of your life here clairvoyantly, and I'm not trying to figure out like why, but now it's making sense, because this is saying that that's the way you've coped, that's the way that you've managed to remain strong, brave, and productive. But although you may have gotten some results, okay, maybe you've done well for yourself emotionally, there's more healing that needs to occur. And so that's why it's coming up in this reading, because in 2025, it's time for you to really get down to the nitty gritty of allowing yourself, even if it's just by your lonesome self, to work on your heart chakra. So if I were you, I would use the tools that I have, that I posted there, the seven energy centers of the body, the chakra system. But mostly for you, I would do the seven, but it would also take a lot of time to maybe 5 minutes during the day or 5 minutes before you go to sleep to work solely on your heart chakra. And the heart chakra, like unblocking the heart chakra. So you could actually literally just type that on in the search bar for YouTube. You just like unblock heart chakra, 639 hertz HZ. So 639 HZ, heart chakra unblocking, and listen to that frequency for about 5 minutes. Not too loud, of course, because we don't want to mess up our ears, but at a comfortable volume, so that you can work through the residual energies here. Because now this is making sense on why all this stuff is coming through, okay? In regards to these glimpses that I'm seeing. So basically, clairvoyantly, what I'm seeing are the glimpses in moments here where, yes, you confronted this with a lot of strength and courage, but also the downside of it is that you then overcompensated by focusing a lot on not dealing with the hurt from those situations. Okay, so very, very interesting here how that has unfolded here for you. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. Yeah, look at that. Validation, confirmation, exactly what I said. It's your heart chakra. You need to clear your heart from the baggage of all these things that have happened over time. And I'm not just talking about 2025. I'm talking about 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022. I mean, from childhood all the way through 2025. Okay. Heart chakra, a lot here having to do with clearing that energy. I just said it. Validation, confirmation. Okay. So you may have, it's this energy. You see what I'm saying? Instead of coping, I'm going to put it here so you can see what I'm talking about. Instead of this person looking at the heart, paying attention to what may be blocking the heart chakra, what may be residually still existing here, whether it's pain, whether it's rejection, whether it's breakup, separation, divorce, whether it's grief, whatever it may have been throughout your life. There's this energy where this person doesn't want to look at the love. They want to look at what they can resolve in other ways. So again, you may have been very good at work. You may have been very productive. You may have been able to be very successful when it comes to, whatever, fill in the blank. But when it comes to love, that was a challenging situation. Anything that dealt with your emotions. So it's not just a breakup, separation, or divorce. That is one aspect, but the other aspect of it is other moments where your heart has felt the the breakage, the pain, the tension. Okay, that's how this is coming across. So that's why this is coming across here as something that you need to heal in 2025, because in order for you to have a very clean slate, to be able to open, okay, those of you who are coming in late, just so you know, the session is closed. Tim, if you can just add that there, that the session is closed, I greatly appreciate it. You guys can come back tomorrow because the session is closed. My apologies, I haven't been able to write that down because I'm in the middle of a reading. But yeah, so that's how this is coming across. You haven't been looking at how to clear that energy, and so that is how this is coming up. And it may have even showed up. And even if you have tried to create connections here, whether romantic or non-romantic, doesn't matter. It's difficult. It becomes a little difficult for you. That's the area of your of your life that seems to be more challenging. Because what seems to come very easy for you is or it comes like naturally to you, is the productive, being strong, being brave, focusing on, being productive, being the protector, being the provider. I'm here, I am the rock that, that everyone leans on. Like that comes easy to you. But what seems to be a little bit more challenging for you is allowing yourself to open yourself up in a different way. And that is in the heart chakra. Okay. So very, very interesting. And I feel that that's the reason here why this is coming through for you here tonight, because there is this energy that of you really, if you haven't, okay, if you haven't really taken a look at this energy, for you to really face this and say to yourself, you know what, it's time for me to work on my heart chakra. And and what you do is just, again, you you put in your ear pods or your headset, and close your eyes, put your hands over your chest, and allow yourself to listen to that heart chakra frequency of 639 hertz for about 5 to 10 minutes. And just close your eyes and allow yourself to just go with the, just surround yourself, surrender to that energy. And you may be surprised. There may be tears that may fall from your face, from your eyes. And you're like, I don't know why I'm crying. And it's okay. It's the way that your body is releasing or unblocking that energy. So for you to do that about, 3 times a week would be a really great opportunity for you to let go of what I'm seeing here energetically. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Wow, very, very powerful reading here, Tim. I am looking forward to see what you may be writing here in the chat, or the roses, if it does resonate. Look at that. Wheel, indecisive, allowing yourself to ramble aimlessly. There may have been times where you may have been saying to yourself, well, why aren't certain things opening up? Or especially if this, like, again, like I said, this is in many areas. It's not just in romantic love, okay? Because sometimes when we see love, we only think romantic. It's romantic and non-romantic. So it could be connections with friends, family, loved ones. It could be the way that you connect with children, your children, your whomever, your family, friends, loved ones. Okay. You may have noticed that in relationships, in connections, whether romantic or non-romantic, that there may be certain patterns. Like there's certain things that you do and you don't even realize it. Maybe again, vulnerability is a challenge for you here. And so you may be kind of like a hamster in a hamster wheel when it comes to allowing yourself to show love in a different way, not just as the protector and the person who's strong, but also show your love in a way that is more yin energy, okay, more kind of vulnerability, okay, is how this is coming through. You also have here tankard, okay, celebration, enjoyment, fun, okay. Really good way to heal the heart chakra is just to have fun, to allow yourself to enjoy life to its fullest potential in different ways, okay, and to allow and embrace those moments or unexpected moments. There may be here something coming through the moment. I feel here that the moment you work on this energy, there may be a beautiful energy coming through here in 2026. It could even be starting a friendship or a connection with someone that you did not expect here also, because it's coming across as like, as you heal this, there's going to be like, you're going to feel lighter, you're going to feel more open. And again, like attracts like. So the more you heal this energy, the more open that you may be for someone who is already healed in that way. And there will be more of this kind of like attracts like type of energy. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, Lion, look at that. Time to act. Okay, look at this. Time to act. All right. So, Tim, what you have here, remember that I mentioned this at the top of the reading. I said that I'm getting a lot of fire energy and that there could be here a connection to Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius season. Or you could have placements on your astrological natal chart that are focusing on the fire signs. So, Lion as Leo energy is coming through here. And again, this is telling me it's time for you to act. This is the time for you to start what I've been discussing here with you. To do the things that I've discussed here with you, because that is going to give you the opportunity to clear this energy that has come up for you tonight. Okay. So it's not time to start to just think about it. If it has resonated for you, then it's time for you to act upon it, to start working on it so that you can, again, have this open heart chakra energy here for yourself, okay? And to be able to connect in a different way with other people, okay? Last but not least, okay, let's see here. Last and final card. Let's see what else. Ooh, this one did a huge peekaboo, and this says flags. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, okay? Very important here, especially when it comes to romantic love, okay? So I'm going to talk about that for a quick second. Very important here for you to maintain and keep your standards high, okay? I do feel that you are that type of person and individual. But to allow yourself here to not drop your standards or your belief systems or your values for, a situation here just because, I don't know, for whatever. Someone may look attractive, someone may seem like they have good intentions, but in reality, like kind of like allow yourself to see what you need to see and be very firm in those beliefs, values, and what your expectations are in regards to especially matters of the heart, okay, because that is coming through. Okay, so flags says here, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, so there you go. Okay, there may be here something connected here to flag also. There may be here just watch out for the red flags in general, but also watch out the red flags that you may be also kind of like that you haven't even noticed that you may have had up in regards to the clearing here, okay, that I was talking about. Last but not least, let's take a look here at your last and final card. And again, thank you so much, Tim, for your love, your loyalty, and your support and your generosity. Let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. You know what? It's interesting because I'm getting flag here. And I said this before. I'm getting flag here. Remember about that structure. Okay, something about structure. I don't know if you were in the military or you grew up or a family member was in the military, but flag is also coming across as that sense of standard in that as well. Okay, so I'm getting military energy connected to flag. Okay, so I don't know, so super important there. It's coming up. Last but not least, Tim, let's take a look at your last and final card. And you have here 1818, willpower. Now, super interesting. 1818. One takeaway, a takeaway one is equal to 7. You have 7 here. Very interesting. I talked about Leo energy. Leo starts in July. Okay, so again, I'm getting another fire sign energy. So there's something here connected to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for you. Okay, I wouldn't even be surprised if something is coming up in 2026 around Leo season for you. That may, I don't know your astrological natal chart, only you know best, but again, it's come out 3 times already in this reading. I got it here, I got it here, and I got it somewhere else. I forgot where else, but yeah, it's coming up again. You may see angel number 9 or angel number 7. Okay, angel number 7, so you may see 777 or numbers that add up to a single digit of 7, or the number 9. Okay, you may also see angel number 1 or angel number 8. So 1, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so just giving that to you here. That being said, the new you is going to be embracing the achievements, the success. There's something here that you're going to be celebrating. It's coming across. You're going to be celebrating something here in this 2026. Don't know what that may be about. It may even be an opportunity at love again. I don't know, but or your heart's desire. There may be something here, something about a celebration keeps coming up. So I want to just make that clear. So you have here achievement, success, progress, prosperity, ambition, courage, fortune. So significant events are on the horizon for you. You will make great strides in your endeavors and gain invaluable experiences. The right people, feel like that is very much connected there. The right people or person and resources will come your way, presenting excellent opportunities and positive changes. Embrace your journey towards greatness. There may be some shifts or changes here that may be celebrated in 2026, but it starts with you clearing and cleansing that heart chakra first. That being said, Tim, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to take a look at the free resources that I have left. in the chat, and let's see here what you may have written. You wrote understood. Oh, Lenore, how are you, my dear? Eleanor, come back tomorrow. Thank you for your super, my love. I could give you your reading tomorrow. Okay. So I'll give you an extended reading because thank you for your super. I'll write it here in my notes. So Tim wrote, yes. Okay, hold on. Because wow, Tim, you wrote a lot. That's fine. Just let me see where you start here. It says, Tim, I am a double double fire. Aries sun and Leo. No wonder. No wonder it came out here and here. No wonder. See? Hello. My Aries cusps Taurus 419. Oh, wow. Wow. Very interesting. I'm a Taurus myself. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Tim said yes. Oh, yeah. I'm Chinese wood dragon too. I'm Chinese wood dragon. Oh, interesting. You were born in okay. So that makes sense with the dragon. Very resonant. Ending 2025. Tim, my sisters, my mother call me Timmy. Wow. They placed me in several hard places as I grew up. Oh, that's where that's coming through. You wrote, yes, resonates, understood, right? Thank you, right? You're complex. You wrote 2017, I got divorced. So 2017. So within the 9 years that I was talking about, that's why I told you there's something here within the 9 years that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's what was coming through and what I was saying. You wrote, yes, adapt and overcome for roses there. So thank you. That's giving me validation and validation on what I picked up here. Let's take a look here. What else came through? Wow, I was on point on everything here. You wrote, I'm a Leo moon. I was talking about an Aries sun. No wonder. Great read. Thank you so much. Both. I don't know what the both was, but okay. Said right 9 year. I'll be visiting my brother. I hope I can't. Wow, very, very beautiful reading here. Yeah. Oh, so Lenore, I'm going to be here all the way through December 31st. So if you don't catch me tomorrow, I will definitely be here throughout the whole week. Okay. So no worries. Don't worry. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to write it down. I need to give you a super reading. Okay. That being said, Lenore, thank you so much for your super. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to write a note here. So the next time I see you, I'll give you a super reading. You were very connected. Thanks again. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see. What else did you write? Both military family and myself. No wonder. Said I was picking up with the flag. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. All right. Well, Tim, thank you so much. And Lenore, thank you so much. Intuitive friends, I greatly appreciate it. Tim, I hope to see you again in the new year. Lenore, don't forget, I'm going to write a note for myself. So I see you the next time. I'm going to give you a super reading. But intuitive friends, it is 1:56 a.m. in the morning here in New York. So it's my time to go. But thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And don't forget to take a look at the nighttime affirmation. So if you missed it, I did post it here in the super chat. I posted my energy healing session as well as the 7 chakras, and take a look at your January 2026 readings. That being said, intuitive friends, Tim, thank you so much for your generosity. Lenore, thank you so much as well. And I'll see you all soon. For those of you who are current subscribers and have subscribed today, I want to say thank you. Don't forget, if you weren't able to make it this time around, I will be here coming every single day between now all the way to December 31st, so I can wrap up and give you all a free end of the year reading. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.